I'm loading the entire game preset when I launch. So I have more RAM than the game stores, which means that it can load up other stuff in the background. Which means like in the background stuff, I can have 10 other applications running. I can have like 3 instances of Fortnite running if I wanted to. But
now, do you use that G-Sync or no?
G-Sync, V-Sync, all that stuff is good if it's hardware dedicated. Like G-Sync is hardware dedicated on your monitor, which is great because it means that you're going to get smoother frame rates. But here's the other thing: if you're running a high refresh monitor anyway, you're not going to see any issues. It only matters if you're running only 60 FPS.
Lower, right?
Yeah.
On Fortnite, I think it's just set to unlimited.
So you want to know how you stop screen tear? Well, and here's the other thing. I
don't have that.
So you know what that unlimited feature means? It means that there's no frame rate cap onto your CPU. If you want to increase your frames per second on Fortnite, cap that to your monitor's refresh rate, because basically
you're 144.
And here's the other thing, as far as gameplay wise, if you're running unlimited, right? So let's say, for instance, if I fire a bullet from my gun here and my target's over here. Now, in the new Fortnite season, we're using physics-based, physical projectiles, which means that when the bullet is fired here, the bullet is constantly updating its location and position, and then it will finally update when it hits the target and say, hey, I just hit this target, then send that information over, right? So before, in the previous season, the OG season, we had hit scan, which means that anything that my gun is looking at, it will register as a hit instantly. And then the bullet process over to it is just visual. That's just a visual effect. But hit scan just means, I hit you instantly. Games that use that still are CS, Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, things like that. Battlefield, Fortnite now are using physics-based, which means that it's constantly updating that position. Now, if you're running an unlimited CPU at 60 FPS, the position of the bullet is updating faster than what you're currently rendering at. So whenever you say like, oh my god, I was behind a wall and he shot me through the wall, that's because the bullet was rendering on the back end. The bullet was moving faster than what you were visually seeing. So the best way to do it is to keep your FPS at the same level as your monitor refresh rate, because otherwise you're just capping yourself.
Gotcha. Or even one above. I do one above. So I have 124. I run at 160 on Fortnite.
Well, and like I said, but at those frame rates, you're already faster than the server processing. The server only processes at 60 FPS or 120 FPS. So like I said, you're just going to cap yourself. But on your end though, because of the way I think, and this is why games like see, I'm getting to some peak autism here. All right, so there is server-side hit detection and client-side hit detection. Most games now, before they used to only be client-side hit detection, which means like if I shoot a shot and my shot hits you on my end, I tell the server, hey, I just hit that shot, it counts. The server says, oh, hey, he just said he hit you, so you're hit. And but on your end, you're like, dude, I was behind a wall. How the hell did he hit me? I was behind a wall. And the server says, sorry, his side said he hit you. I'm sorry. Server-side processing, or server-side hit detection says, hey, I just fired a shot and I said I hit him. The server says, no, you didn't, because I just did the same process on my end, and I saw that you didn't hit him, so you missed. Oh, okay, I guess I missed then. And that's how important frames per second is as far as like capping yourself, because otherwise you're just hurting yourself if you do it that way.
Monitor.
If you're running a higher FPS than what the game is processing, you're kind of hurting yourself, but at the same time, you're getting more visual data faster than other people. So a higher frames per second on a 60 frames per second server means that you're processing a lot better. And I think Fortnite, I could be wrong. I don't know how they do it. I think it's client side because, and I think a lot of, because you have to imagine it's cross-platform. You have Xbox, PS4, PlayStation. You have Xbox 360, Xbox 5 Series, whatever. You have 3 generations of consoles, and then PC running the game all at different sides. And then the server has to process that information for every single hardware that it has. I think Fortnite's running on client-side hit detection. So the faster FPS you're running means that you're going to do better. But it also means that if somebody's running faster than you, they're going to have the advantage. So like that one guy that has like that super NASA computer on TikTok, he's running Fortnite at the lowest settings at 1,000 frames per second. He's going to defeat you every single way because he's processing 10 times faster than you are. And then last thing I'll say about all of this is eventually you're processing faster than your eyes can visually see. You know how they say the hand's faster than the eyes? Eventually anything past 100, let's say 20 FPS right now, anything running past 120 FPS right now is starting to get to that plateau where it's like there's negligible things because our eyes aren't processing that fast. Like the blink of an eye is what, 0.2? Something like that, 0.2 of a millisecond, or like 2 milliseconds or something. Like if I were to blink my eye, that's 2 milliseconds. But you can see yourself blink. You see the black when you blink. You know you blink. If you're processing faster than you can see yourself blink, then you're basically just hurting yourself. There's no reason to run that high of an FPS. All right, I'm gonna get myself a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that's why back in like the OG Fortnite days, you used to run all of your settings at the lowest setting, and only run at what your monitor can run. So if you have a 144 hertz monitor, you only run your FPS at 144 or 100. Yeah, 100. Yeah, whatever your FPS is. I think it's 160 is what you can put it on. And that's where kids were like destroying kids, and people were like, "These guys are hacking. There's no way that they're that good." Because what they did is they just turned everything down, and they ran the game at the lowest setting. And that's what they're doing now because Fortnite keeps updating, putting all this crazy shadows and all this shit into the game, and it's just adding more more graphics and everything to the game. And now you're starting to see these streamers that are complaining about, well, this guy's bully was 7 feet to the left. Give me 1 second.
So what should I have Fortnite at?
The lowest settings possible, always. If you want to be at a competitive level, every single competitive level gamer in the world, right? So if you're running tournaments and stuff like that for $250,000 a tournament, like those Counter-Strike tournaments and all that stuff, all of them are running at the lowest quality settings physically possible. Some of them even push it where they're programming in even lower quality settings to maximize as much frames per second as possible because it gives their visual eyes and hand-eye coordination more time to process. If you're running at high, you're not going to be as competitive as a guy that's like me, 165 FPS, running at the lowest settings consistently. I'm obviously going to be better than you.
It's 30. I shouldn't go to 30, right?
No, not FPS. No. FPS you want to keep at your screen refresh rate. Every other setting, drop it down to low. Turn it off. The other setting is 2. Yes. So this is what I'm running on my end. I'm running my full 4K resolution here. It's technically 2K. 2K resolution here. I gotta turn V-Sync off, frame rate limit 165 FPS. And I'm running my quality preset to low.
Quality preset.
I never knew that.
You want to do real quick? I think it was beeping while you were walking.
It's on Epic.
Yeah, you're just hurting yourself. You're running at Epic, which makes the game look beautiful, but you're not as competitive. No, yeah, no, turn it all the way to low. You're gonna see the game run like smooth like butter. Like if you're like, oh my god, it's so laggy looking or whatever, it's like, yeah, run it low, and that's also why you're probably like maybe having streaming
What
issues
about all
because you're
this
running
stuff?
to. You just run low when you're streaming. If you want to see better quality, you can always increase, but you're never going to be as competitive as the people that are running higher frame rates than you.
All right.
That makes a lot of sense. I never thought about that.
Because like I said, the server is 160 FPS, right? Most consoles are running 60 FPS, so capped at 60 FPS. If I'm running if I'm running 160 FPS, I'm seeing more than double, almost triple the visual information that they are. Why do you think I'm able to defeat people so easily on consoles and all that other stuff? It's because
I just
I'm
thought
running
you were
faster.
You were just that good. I didn't realize that. Like,
Well, that's
I
the other
probably
thing.
capped myself a little bit by I probably have mine all turned up too, because
Yeah.
I had it optimized for NVIDIA.
Yeah, and here's the thing. You want to know where you want to put your epic settings at when you're watching cinematics or something like that. When you're watching when you go into when the new season just launched, it is like, oh, showing Eminem and all that stuff. Put that all the way up. It's not competitive. You want to see the best quality. They put a lot of work into that. Watch it at the best quality. Then when you get into the competitive game, drop it down to low. Or if you're just playing a story mode, if you're just playing Red Dead Redemption 2, no multiplayer, crank that shit up.
I guarantee you, there's a lot of people that don't know that.
So
I
lot.
Well, just like how we discovered Tickfinity works when you're not on TikTok Live Studios.
Yeah, that's crazy. But like I said, I have my account set up and I have it hooked up, but I just don't have it enabled.
Yeah. Well, it's nice because it gives you something, like it incentivizes. Because like for mine, for TTS now, I have it set to
You're good. You're going to just
subs, moderators, and anyone that's on my team. I didn't drop it so low that it would be any follower, because you at least have to join my team if you want TTS.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do it because I like to hear. I do it because I use it.
You do it for yourself. I get that.
Right.
I just want more incentive for people to want to
Austin, which one should this be on?
make things happen in the live.
Which one?
Cat, right there on that one right there. Go back up. Go to where it says TSR low.
This
Up
one?
Up one. All right. You don't need that.
I don't know what it is. I didn't turn it on.
Let me see what. Hold on, let me look at your stream. All right, ready? So, all right, scroll all the way to the top. Let's start from the top. I'll walk you through this.
Yeah, hold on a minute.
All
right. Let me open up mine too.
Just like,
Okay.
He's
let me
giving
copy
out free
paper.
pointers. Let me open it up here.
Right? That's why I'm like,
Okay.
we got your attention. Let's do this.
I'm gonna get like 10 invites when I open this shit. And I'm not even
Okay.
planning on playing for a couple hours.
I put my away thing.
All right, and I'm gonna walk you through every single setting here. So I'm not just gonna tell you why this set. I'm not gonna tell you just to pick this setting because it's better for you. I'm going to explain in as much detail as possible why this setting is better.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right, I'm almost loaded in. Hold on.
Aurora Borealis.
The only difference that God has from you, Chad,
Yeah.
is she's a 49-inch wide monitor.
Yeah, I have a
Here's the thing. And you know what the crazy thing is? I can have a monitor the size of a New York skyscraper, and it wouldn't change performance at all because you want to know what the size of the monitor doesn't do anything. The pixel resolution does. So if you're running 1080p, I could project that onto a New York skyscraper, and I'm still only running 1920 by 1080. That's only 1920 by 1080 pixels I have to render. I'm not rendering on the building. I'm only rendering 1920 by 1080 pixels.
I know, and that's why I wanted her to change this setting because I saw it when she first came in. Her resolution does not.
Yeah.
So we'll explain it. You'll explain it.
All right. So Joe, you ready?
Yeah,
I'm ready.
almost. It's not
Okay.
all the way.
Wait, hi, Joe.
It's connecting.
Oh, Joe doesn't have enough RAM.
Yeah, Joe, you know what that is? That's a RAM issue. If you're experiencing long loading times, that's RAM.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't. Mine
I
loads up
have-
pretty quickly.
I have 64
That
gigs.
anti-aliasing
60
cheat code takes
All right, so you
forever.
have
Right, no way
64
you
gigs.
got
So your loading then is probably internet based.
No, hey, Chad, I guarantee you I know what it is.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk
Sorry,
about that
I'm
later.
trying to move
We
my
won't be able to do
mouse.
Too many
It's a
porn
whole other-
tabs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you know what? That's
Sorry about
actually
that.
that's actually legitimately what it is. If you're running 40 applications in the background, you're utilizing your RAM to use those applications.
Oh, I don't.
I knew it was
Yeah,
one of you guys
anything I'm
that-
not using, I close.
Yeah. And also, it's not just about closing applications now. You have to make sure that they don't run in background.
Yep,
So what-
I know.
What do
Okay.
I put the frame rate to?
All right, I'm gonna walk you through each one of these settings when you guys are all ready.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so first option we have here on the video is display. This is talking about how the video game is rendered onto your display. You have window mode. Window is the application screen itself. Here's what you want to put on. If you are just playing by yourself and you just want the most power possible going to your graphics unit and you just want to enjoy the game, an Xbox, a PlayStation, they run at full screen, which is the first setting. But because we're all streaming and because we need to alt tab and access other applications, you don't want to just put it on windowed. You want to put it at windowed borderless. Now, what windowed borderless does is it basically puts the entire application screen across the windowed full screen. What this does is it renders out the full like in full screen, except now it has the capability so that you can alt tab back and forth between the desktop and any other application. So this is really good for streamers because it also allows you to overlay certain things on top of your screen, on top of the application. It basically windowed full screen just puts it into a layer. So like you have a foreground, background, and all this other layers on your computer. This just adds it to the layer, whereas full screen just makes it the dedicated application that is running, and no other applications running in the background. Okay, so
you have it set to windowed?
See, when
Windowed
I do
full
windowed
screen.
full screen, it goes to the whole screen, and I don't
Yes.
like it.
Yeah, but you can change it.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
so-
that's when I drag it. It changes the window.
So why don't you want the? Let me ask you specifically. Why don't you want the full screen? Because you have
Just only has
chat.
one monitor.
Because you
It
only
hurts
have.
my eyes, and I only have one monitor.
Okay.
It's too much for me to look at.
That's why.
Okay.
I center it right here in the middle, and then I have my other.
Okay, and like I said, custom.
And I can tab.
Okay.
I can still tab and get to the other window.
Yeah, I know. So keep it at windowed then, if that fits your application. See, I run windowed full screen, but I also use another application that displays my TikTok chat directly on top of the Fortnite game. Like I'm playing the Fortnite game, and right over here is the TikTok chat.
Yeah, you need to tell me that app too.
Okay.
Let me get my notebook. Hold on. I
Okay.
had to move everything to put this mouse pad down.
So
You can also
in
do that
order
through
to get out of
Hold on,
windowed
hold
full
on.
screen, what do I have to press to interact with the other screens?
Alt tab.
Alt tab.
Alt tab.
tab?
Yep.
Yep.
I figured that out the other day.
Alt
I was like,
tab will let you. If you hold down Alt tab right now, every screen, every application or window that you have open will
shit.
display it.
I see that.
And you can click on it, or you can tab through it, whichever one you want to do. Oh, Chad, I love
Oh,
you.
that's cool. I never noticed that.
Yeah. So Kathy has to run her own thing, right? So, but I'm giving general knowledge out here. So she specifically needs to run window because it fits her setup. Perfect. And that at the end of the day, it's what fits you, right? So now we're gonna go on to resolution. So now resolution. What those numbers mean? It's not like I said. These are pixels, individual pixels. These are 3,840 pixels by 10,880 pixels, right? Going down the screen. You're talking about millions of pixels here, all rendering at once. If you want the fastest FPS, you want to keep the resolution low, but it also affects your thing. But here's the thing: so if you're running windowed mode, you want to set it up to the resolution that fits the screen that you want. Okay. Now, so when you're doing full screen or windowed full screen, you can't change the resolution because it uses your full screen.
Right.
Windowed mode just means like, oh, it's like when you shrink down a window or increase a window, it's that. Okay, so it's that. VSync, generally, you want to keep off. Now, there's a thing in when you're playing video games, if you ever see this, where it's called screen tearing, where it basically means that the images are loading in faster than the game than the display is processing. So what you'll end up is the top half of your screen will show the previous frame, or sorry, show the new frame, while the bottom half of your screen is showing the new frame. And you'll get this weird screen tearing, then you'll see a line across your monitor here. If you're experiencing that, you want to turn on VSync. If you're not experiencing, or if you're using G-Sync or AMD Sync or whatever that application is for that, or whatever monitor or whatever, if you're using a hardware dedicated application like G-Sync, you want to keep VSync off because G-Sync's already doing it for you, and that's a hardware dedicated thing. VSync is only good if you're experiencing screen tear issues, and not a dedicated hardware. So now, Kathy, are you using G-Sync?
Yes, I don't have VSync on. I was just clicking on it for.
Yeah.
Visuals.
So then you want to keep
Yes,
keep VSync off, because VSync is actually software. It's done through the CPU, where it actually limits the. It's basically it's actually the same. It's the same thing as changing the frame rate limit, which is on the next setting. So the frame rate limit here, you want to keep at, regardless of what your monitor refresh rate is or whatever it is. You want to keep it exactly at the monitor refresh rate. If your monitor refresh rate is 160 FPS, your monitor refresh rate, drop it down to 144.
Mine is at 144. Oh, I mean that's where my monitor is, but okay. So that's
yep.
there.
So keep it at your monitor. Here's why, because again, each frame on your monitor is rendering at 144 FPS.
And if
right?
you try to run more than it can, it's going to tear up your transmission.
Oh, yeah. It's basically you're putting in too much power and you're not getting any results because
Gotcha.
on the back end. Well, and here's where it's useful, is if here's where it's useful. Right, if you're running unlimited, that means it's giving your computer more time to output a frame on your visual screen. So that means that for every 4 frame, because if you're unlimited, you're basically running every 4 frames, it outputs 1 frame to your display. But when you're talking about in a timeline, how graphics processing works is everything's linear, everything's time based. So let's say if I have think about music beats, right? If you're running 120 beats per minute, right? So you're going boom, 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 right? 120 beats per minute, boom, 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 boom. Okay. Now, if you're running 170 beats per minute, that is boom, 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 boom. Every time that bass hits, that's a frame that's going to your monitor. Now, let's say, for instance, your monitor is not, and the higher that number is, it gives it more time or it gives it more breathing room. I would say more breathing room, so that way you don't actually miss a frame. You're not going to miss a frame. You're going to see the exact frame as it is, but at the same time, your processor is running overclocked. It's running overtime to do more frames than you actually need. I always say just keep it at the same, and make sure, Kathy, your VSync is off.
My VSync, yeah.
Make sure that's off. Okay.
Yep.
Rendering mode, application based. I always have a problem with DirectX 12. I just keep it on DirectX 11. I always have a problem with DX12 for whatever reason.
That's where
Yeah. Everybody's usually defaulted to DX11. DX12, I think, is still a work in progress. It's not there yet. As far as I know, is a new it even says is a new graphics API may offer performance increase, but it's very application based. I always say DX11.
Let's go.
Okay. So now if we scroll down, these are all whatever. So so right now, just apply these settings, Kathy. Apply these settings, just so that we have.
Oh, I got it. It's gonna restart. Okay.
Yep.
You checking in or you visiting?
So Joe, where we're at right now? Oh wait, hold on. Let me make sure his headphones are going. So Joe, where we're at right now is we just went through the whole display settings. So just hit apply and restart if necessary.
Oh, I gotta open Fortnite again. Oops.
So on frame rate on mine, my monitor's 165, so that's what I put it to.
Keep it at 165, yeah, and make sure that VSync is off because you don't need VSync at 100. And here's the other thing: unless you're seeing screen tear, which you're most likely not going to at those higher hertz, you'll probably keep VSync off.
Why is it not letting me do anything?
I forgot to click open Fortnite pickup.
Yeah.
And then rendering is performance.
Let me go back to. Let me hold on. I'm gonna look at my own settings here because I'm waiting for Kathy. So yeah, whatever rendering mode you want to keep it at DirectX 11.
Oh, okay. I had it on performance.
If you're lagging, keep it on performance. I assume that's probably better. But if you're not lagging, if you're maintaining 160 FPS while you're playing, keep it at DirectX 11.
I haven't noticed a lag.
Yeah, so then keep it at DirectX 11.
However it was set.
Kathy, the same thing for you. If you're running into performance issues, put it to the performance mode under rendering mode. Okay, so now all this we could skip over. Or under graphics, the last option there, motion blur, right? Motion blur. That is a post-processing effect. That is dedicated graphics processing. You want to keep that off. And here's the thing. Motion blur is a visual effect where if you see my hand, you see how it blurs. You see how it blurs, like how it looks like I have 10 fingers when I'm doing this.
Right.
That's motion blur, right?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
So if you disable motion blur, it actually helps. Yeah, it helps you not make you motion sick as well.
Yeah,
so you want to keep motion blur off. And here's the other thing: because you see my hand like this, and it looks like I have 10 fingers. Let's say, I see a character moving like this, and I shoot here because that's where I think he is. You're shooting shadows. You're shooting blur. That's not actually where his position is. You want to keep it off because it renders him exactly where he is.
Mine doesn't
on a
have
competitive setting.
Motion blur setting on it. I don't see it.
Under graphics?
Graphics got 3D resolution, nanite visualized geometry.
No. Wait, hold on. Are you in Fortnite?
Yeah.
Where are you? No. Right under display settings, right where it says rendering mode, and on the last option, graphics, right there, it says motion blur.
Look at mine, Joe.
It says meshes.
I'll stop sharing. You share your screen.
Yeah.
Joe, share your screen.
Hold on.
Here's your watch. Yeah, I literally saw your watch.
Share screen. Hopefully it works this time. All right.
Okay, let me see. All right.
He's down too far.
You're down too far. Go all the way up. All the way up.
Go up more. Yep.
Go all the way up, Joe. All the way back to the top.
Right there.
All right.
He doesn't have those options.
He doesn't have it. What's your GPU, Joe? AMD or NVIDIA?
AMD.
That's why he has an AMD. The option's disabled for AMD. Okay, we'll continue on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Joe, like I said, we're gonna go section by section. If you don't see it, that's because you're running an AMD processor and or card. I'm just generally using NVIDIA right now. So if you don't see
I
the
got mine back up so you can
yeah,
switch between.
if you don't see the setting, don't worry about it. Okay, now let's go under graphics quality now. Right? Let's skip. We're under graphics quality.
Yeah.
Auto set quality, say auto set whatever, because I don't think you. Well, auto set if you click the button there, it'll automatically set it based on what you're on your cards. Don't do it. Don't do it. Decline. Do not do it. Do not do the what's it called? The process thing. Okay. Under quality presets, what's your goal? Do you want the game to look good, or do you want to do the better? Or do you want to be better?
Be better, of course.
All right, low. Keep all. So I'm gonna go under. So because we're dealing with an AMD and an NVIDIA, there's two different settings. I will first start with Kathy under your settings, right? Quality preset low, especially since you're streaming as well. It also helps. Okay. Quality set. All right. Anti-aliasing and super resolution. What is? Go all the way to the left on that setting, all the way to the end of. Okay. Try off. Just keep it off.
Okay.
Keep it off. And here's why I'm gonna say for you to keep it off as well, because your window is smaller than your monitor because you're using a windowed mode. You don't need anti-aliasing.
Because I'm not running my monitor at what it can do. I'm running.
Yeah.
less.
So it don't.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. No, sorry. Inverse of that. Your anti-aliasing, although it increases performance, you might want to keep that up. But here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say keep it off for now, and then you can always increase it later if the game looks too blocky. Like if it starts looking blocky like an old 80s 8-bit game, then increase your anti-aliasing until the game looks smoother.
I think it customized it when GeForce optimized. In GeForce Experience, it optimizes it.
No. Don't worry. Just go with what I'm saying here because I want to.
I think that's
Let me just quickly run through this. Let me just quickly run through this with you. So that setting is disabled because it requires anti-aliasing option on. Skip that. Performance is good. 3D resolution. Because you're running lower than what you're actually doing, keep that at 100.
Oh, yeah, so we'll see.
Because keep your 3D resolution at 100% because you want to use it fully for the window mode that you're on. Okay. Next up, shadows off, global illumination off. You can't select it. The shadow. All right. Shadows again. You know what shadows are. You want to keep that off. All these settings, when you increase them, increases graphics processing power. They'll make your game look better, but it runs slower. Shadows off, global illumination off, and you can read each individual setting and it'll tell you what it does and what it looks like when you're doing it. Reflections off, view distance near. I run near, believe it or not, because and people are saying, oh well, they're outside render distance. It's not capped on PC. Textures low, effects low, post processing low. Show FPS. Now, if you want to see what your game is actually doing, turn that setting on. I recommend always turning that setting on. Let me catch up with Joe here because this setting is individual for each. So now you're under AMD right now, Joe. So right, 3D resolution, right? What's your current setup? You are running full screen window, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You're running full screen window. How's your performance been? You feel laggy at all?
I've been running just windowed, not windowed full screen, so I wouldn't be able to tell you that.
All right, and you're running 256 1440. Technically, you shouldn't have an issue. Now I'm going to tell you how to increase your performance even better. Go down to 3D resolution, put that to 75%. Because you're running full screen windowed here, put that down to 75%. Right? So now what 3D resolution is, so if you hover over it, I'll show you on the right, I believe. Okay, never mind. So let's say you're running at 2560 by 1440. If you're rendering your 3D resolution now is only rendering at 2000 by 1000, for instance, right? Because you reduced it by 15%. So your 3D resolution now it's like, well, now the game looks blocky. It looks shitty. Now view distance, put that down to low. We'll come back to 3D resolution later. Put your view distance down to all the way to low. Keep that low. It doesn't matter. It's just increasing performances, and plus most consoles and stuff like that are all near or whatever. It's not going to give you any advantage. Textures low. Turn that off. Textures low because remember every single person who's running every single texture is going to have to be rendered, and it's all going to be individual, and it's going to look like shit. Okay. Okay, now we're down to advanced graphics settings. So your AMD processor doesn't have NVIDIA anti-aliasing or super resolution. So unfortunately, you're going to have to keep your 3D resolution at 100%. I was going to say if you had an anti-aliasing feature, you can bump that up and it'll smooth out the thing. So for your 3D resolution, keep that 100%.
Oh, okay. So turn it back up.
Yeah, because I forget you have AMD, so it's different. All right, everybody, right now, hit apply. I asked Adam to play earlier. That's why he's inviting you, because I'm all time. Yeah. Okay. So advanced graphics settings for everybody. Just keep your FPS on so you can see what you're doing. Kathy, for you, because you're running NVIDIA, your NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency, keep that on and boost. You want to put that all the way to the right?
The latency markers?
No. Next one. That one, put it to boost. Hit apply. Yep.
Okay.
And that'll increase your performance overall, and now you all should be good. All right. I'm going to go play with Adam because I invited him earlier. So, but enjoy your stream. Enjoy this stuff. And if you need any other questions, I'll hop on and help you.
Thanks, man.
You're the best. Thanks.
No problem.
Sure.
Adam, I was just about to join you. I was helping them set up their graphics or whatever. I was walking them through technical mumbo jumbo.
Whose podcast is this?
Joe's
Mine.
live right now. Here, Adam, I'm gonna hop over to Fortnite. I'll play with you.
We're live on Rumble.
Yeah, because they're just chatting away about technical stuff.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Donald.
Hi, Auntie. How's it going?
It's going. How are you?
By the way, you got 15 viewers on Rumble right now, Joe.
Hell
I'm alive.
guys.
Welcome.
We should make this into a snippet for all platforms because that's some good tech tips for Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
it is.
especially for PC, if you're on console, you pretty much, I don't know what settings you have. You pretty much can't do anything. And plus, it's already optimized for your console anyway. You don't need to do anything.
What is?
Fortnite.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? I appreciate anyone that wants to follow. We do this every week.
We do it every week. Everybody drop some follows. Hi, I'm Maga Chad. Hello. I'll just say hello.
He also has a Rumble.
I was so
Are
used
you
to
doing, Chad's Bar
Chad's
tonight?
bar.
Yeah, we could do Chad's
that's
bar
what
tonight.
I thought it was. I was like, oh, I'm like, this is Chad's bar.
No, so we'll do Chad's bar tonight, or I'll stream on Rumble too. So we'll continue this on mine later.
Excellent. Maybe we could
Yeah.
we could both even maybe.
Oh yeah, we could do
Oh,
both.
go
We can cross stream. We'll cross our streams.
Wait, hold
Yeah.
on. Streaming
gotta run-
Chad's bar?
Streaming. Well, on Rumble, we can. It'll be fine.
Everybody in my live.
I was gonna say, I
drop
talk
a follow.
all the crap on there.
Yeah, we're not streaming on TikTok, Chad's bar. That's too spicy.
Yeah, that's not meant for TikTok.
I won't even be streaming, and I'll still get banned.
That's pretty much it.
I would never ban you.
No, it's the content of his character.
It's-
They say don't judge a book by its cover, but by the content of its character, and our contents are shit.
Yeah, my character sucks. I'm missing some base skill points over here.
Yeah.
I like that Joe got that.
Oh, yeah. bro.
Sorry, me and Adam are some high tea people. You know, we don't give.
I might have to postpone painting till tomorrow. Shit.
I'm running out of stuff to lose.
Or I'll do it at 4 in the morning like last night. I started painting and spilled paint everywhere. My wife almost killed me.
Nice cigarette on Kathy.
Yes.
Look, I did it.
She-
Gets me through my day.
You can
Yeah.
do whatever you want. on
If
Rumble,
only
it
we
doesn't
all
matter.
had one, so we could like pass it through the blocks that I see in my screen right now. That would be hilarious.
Right? That would be awesome.
We did
It's
a
big enough.
video like that the one time where I handed I handed a drink and then they took it. Like we did a side by side duet.
They took it. You were pissed, weren't you?
Yeah, but drinking's not as cool.
Drinking
You won't take
is
my drink.
very cool.
We should, Chad. We should
I
do
don't
a duet like that. Where I'll crack the beer open. And
Well, here, wait, hold on, Joe. Hold on one second.
Oh God, he's going to get a beer.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I don't have a
Joe,
prescription
you're on
for
my
alcohol.
left. He's on my right. So
Yeah. He's below me, so.
Here, we'll practice right now, Joe. You're above me right
Yeah,
now. So,
you're
Joe,
right.
Joe, hand me a beer. You're right above me. Hand me a
Wait,
beer.
wait.
I
Just
don't
pass me
have
down.
beer. I don't have a beer. I want to be one of the guys.
Here, I'll hand you a
Damn
beer.
it.
Yeah.
I only have a
All
Red Bull.
Drop it
I got
down.
rocks
Drop it
for
down. Drop it down. Here. Okay, hold on. Okay, I got it. Okay. Oh, this beer turned into a Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar Cream Soda. Like the beer, like magic.
He's like Jesus over there, turning beer and.
Dude, I'm starting to look like Jesus a little bit. I got the hair and the beard.
Have I offended you? Because you don't play. Fortnite.
TikTok is gonna crucify me.
Adam, you don't
Not
love
if I
me.
do it first.
No, Adam
Yeah,
is
Adam
Judas
has
in the
a
situation.
Nail you?
Adam is Judas. He just wants to nail me on a cross.
Jeez.
He just
It don't
wants to
gotta be a
nail you.
cross. It could be anything.
Yeah, I'm getting a little Jesus thing going on here, and
Joe and I have really good video kits
Wait, what?
to make the videos of that. Him nailing him to anything. It doesn't have to be at the cross.
That's
No,
for-
no,
that's-
he's-
that's
he's-
for that's for the
that's for the Pornhub.
That's for the OF.
that's for the only that's for the
That's why
OnlyFans
my
page right now.
pages is that.
Yeah, you want to see it on the cross, you got to pay for it.
Yeah. That's some blasphemous talk for Rumble. I'm sorry.
That's a huge turn on.
Hey, just
Anyway.
remember any religious people that might be offended by that. Just remember, Jesus hung out with alcoholics and hookers. Okay, he was every day's man. So
Hey,
I mean,
I
what
do the
was it?
same.
He's also fictitious.
no, he's a real person. Don't let the atheism ideology confuse you. Jesus Christ
He's
is
not
a real
magic.
person.
He's not
That's up for debate. But that's the atheist debate. But he is in fact a real person, a real historical figure.
I don't believe in a religion, but
There you go.
either him or someone like him did exist.
Yeah. Well, no,
But not. I think it. Yeah, the whole concept of it. But over the decades, it's the whole story has just gotten blown in out of. You know what I mean? Added to it.
Theology Saturday over here.
you know what?
Pregnant virgins. Come
I
on.
mean, it's a big game of telephone. I tell
It's
you,
a,
you tell him, he
it's a
tells him.
2,000-year telephone. But
Exactly,
Yeah.
and you see how the story changes by the time it gets back to the beginning.
But
That's
here's
exactly
here's the
what
thing
it
though.
is.
But that doesn't disregard that.
He is a real person.
I believe
was
in
a real
something,
person, yeah.
but I don't believe in one thing.
And here's
I
the
don't
other thing
believe
too.
There's this almighty, yeah.
Okay. Well, here's let's.
I gotta take my headset off for this. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Think about it like this, though. Think about it like this, right? We have historical figures of or
Like 12 people watching me right now.
Yeah. Of the time period, there's historians that have documented evidence of Jesus Christ's existence since the beginning. He was a real person. These were real characters. These were real events that took
I had
place.
to restart it because my graphics got updated.
Now here's the problem that we run into with as far as what Bible is. And now I will say this: everybody says the Bible is the book of God. It is written rule that everything in the Bible is as meant to be taken literally as possible. Here's the
If
thing.
it was, I could still stone woman.
Yeah, yeah. And if you lay with another
Apparently
man, you'd be
that's frowned
stoned.
upon
You
now.
can't
I don't know
eat-
when that started.
You can't have bacon. What the fuck?
No, that's not the Bible. That's not the Bible at all. The Bible doesn't stop you from
Well,
doing
the
that.
Bible has virgin and pregnant.
Okay, well here's the thing. This is
I
what
mean,
I'm
the
gonna get
Bible
into.
also said that Adam and Eve
Snake.
saw a snake, someone ate an apple, and you got cursed for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
Let's not take everything literal.
Adam, I love you.
No, but
I love you,
well,
Adam.
here's the
I
thing. You
fucking
can
love
argue. Here's all right. Before we continue this conversation, let me just set a
You know-
baseline here. Let me just establish a foundational baseline here. Here's
Okay.
the thing, right? If I'm Christian and I believe in heaven and earth and I believe in hell and I believe in all this stuff, when I die, if I'm wrong, I just end up nothing, right? Nothing. There's no heaven. There's no hell. Nothing happens. Here's the thing: if you're atheist and you're wrong, you're
know
fucked.
what?
You're fucked.
I'm fucking released, so I don't care. I'm dead.
No,
No,
that is
no.
exactly.
No.
I agree with that completely. So, like, again, I don't believe in religion, but like, I'll sit down like once a year and be like, "Hey, if I'm wrong, like, let me know."
Yeah.
Right, exactly. You know, okay,
Like,
if
you
I'm
might
wrong, I'm
be
wrong.
there. It doesn't make
But-
sense, but you might be there.
Yeah,
And I don't want to get fucked to the end.
And
You know,
yeah,
it's
because when we die, if we die, and like I said, if we're wrong or whatever, I mean, people always joke about, oh, who's the right religion or whatever. It's not the point. The point is that if you're atheist and you completely reject the ideology of God, whether it's your God, my God, or whatever, and there is a heaven and there is a hell because those two are interconnected. Those two are
It sounds like you would be
interconnected.
too, Adam.
But here's
You know,
the thing:
those Hindu
if you're
gods are pretty
wrong,
fucking
you're
cool.
fucked. Like you said, you're going
Like,
straight to hell
I
according
want,
to the
I want
Bible.
forearms and swords. So,
Well,
hey, I'm
I'll be
Kathy.
Would you
dead.
just say you want
Wait,
4 arms and swords?
I
And
said
that's
those
why I'm
Hindu
fucked
gods
up
are pretty
if you're
cool. I
gonna
want
judge
forearms
me
and
because
swords.
I don't believe in something, and
No,
you're
no,
gonna
you're not-
send me to
Well,
eternity in hell because
Okay,
I
hold
don't
on, hold on.
believe-
Let me talk for a second. I'm Kathy. Do you know who King Arthur is?
I've heard him, but I don't know.
But
I know
but
who
you
he is.
about, like, King Arthur from Rome.
No,
Yeah,
King
okay.
Arthur, the Knights of the Round
Yeah.
Table, that whole story. Yeah.
Do you know who Genghis Khan is?
I've heard of him. I don't know the story, but
And so you've heard of him?
yeah.
Do you
Genghis
think he
Khan
was
of the
real?
Mongol Empire.
Hold on.
Do you think King Arthur was real?
No.
Do you know
Okay.
where you heard from him?
Is he supposed? I don't know if either one of them are real.
You know where you heard from him?
No.
A fucking book.
Yeah. King Arthur is a completely fictional character. And here's the thing: growing up, you're like, wait, hold on,
I
King
don't-
Arthur wasn't real, and then it's like, yeah, no, he was completely fictional. But here's the thing: Genghis Khan was absolutely fucking real, and he almost
he was.
destroyed.
Like 13% of the population
destroyed-
belonged to him.
30% of the population, the current day population, has at least some Mongolian in them because of him, because of how much rape and pillage he did.
Here.
You guys know,
I mean,
Nick
you-
brought it up. Who
Yeah.
the person was where they got the whole thing for Valentine's Day?
What's it called? The Saint-
Almost every
whatever.
like holiday was based off like a Nordic tradition.
Yeah. Yeah, every modern day, that's also true as well. Every modern day, like, national holiday or international holiday, like Christmas and stuff like that. Like, Christmas is based on Jesus' birthday, of course. But like the idea
no,
of
it's
Santa
not.
Claus, no, Christmas, Christmas.
Easter was based off Jesus. Christmas
Well, no,
wasn't. Christmas
no,
was completely
Easter
made
is
up.
when he turned into a
No,
fucking zombie.
Wait, hold on.
He turned into a
No.
zombie.
Easter is the
Ooh.
celebrate.
You die and you come back
Hold on.
3 days later. What are
Hold
you?
on, Kathy. Hold on. Easter, Christmas is celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. Easter is celebrating his death and the revival of his death. Easter, we have Good Friday. Easter is when he is resurrected.
Yeah, but
But here's the thing. Like I said, Christmas is based off of Jesus Christ's birthday. Now the Santa Claus thing that came from Germanic.
That was from Germany.
That was a Germanic thing, and that got popularized from that.
And
But
I'm
here's
German.
It wasn't even Santa Claus. It was like a whole different name for it. It was
Santa Claus or Santa Claus
Yeah,
or something like
That's
that.
what it-
Yeah,
that's what
it was
Chad.
Santa.
yeah.
More or
And-
less, it was Santa Claus and it was Krampus.
Chad,
Yeah.
One of them gave you
Krampus.
presents.
What was that?
One of them
Tom?
ate you.
Krampus.
Saint Valentine was a Roman
Yeah, Saint
bishop
Valentine.
that persecuted Christians.
Yeah. Oh, there you
Well,
go.
that defeated the damn purpose.
Yeah, isn't that funny though? But like
And he
all
was
these
martyred.
like, yeah, but here's the thing though. It's like the holidays that we have today are not based on the religious book from 2,000 years ago. The text from
Halloween is Mexican.
that. No, Halloween actually originates from paganism, pagan religion.
No, Halloween originates from Mexico.
No, you're thinking of Day of the Dead, Dios de Muerta.
Oh, yeah,
Which
Uh,
just happens to fall on Halloween.
No,
Well,
they
the day before- the day
they
before
said
Halloween?
it. They said it to that, but Halloween itself, the whole Halloween religion, comes from paganism. If you look it up, and on top of that too, Midsummer, that movie, that's pagan ideology. That is also based around the same Halloween kind of like tradition and stuff like that. Like all of Halloween is based on paganism. I believe it's paganism, but I could be wrong.
Like I said, most holidays are paganism.
Yeah.
Like so my kid's mom's Swedish, and like her dad's like full Viking. So like I had to grow up. I was 20 when I met her. I had to grow up with this bullshit.
Yeah, and here's the thing: celebrate these holidays because they're fun. Celebrate these holidays because they're fun. Nobody said you can't celebrate. You can have the Easter bunny, sure. You can have, but just remember, like it's like, oh yeah, but this is why Easter actually exists. It's the celebration
if a rabbit
of
lays an egg, I'm gonna
Yeah.
kill it because that's where dinosaurs come from.
Yeah, but like I said, that's another ancient like type of religion that's just been around for whatever, and it's not it's not a religion. The Easter Bunny and all that stuff comes from cultural, like a very specific cultural thing. Like a lot of this stuff is Nordic, a lot of this stuff is Germanic, a lot
Only
of this stuff
one
is
man
all
was
of that
allowed
stuff.
to lay eggs. and that's
It's a lot of this stuff comes from Celtic and Nordic, cultures back in the day.
Insinuate right now that the Easter Bunny's not real.
Oh shit! Somebody spoiled it for Joe.
Like I said,
My
Joe,
childhood's been ruined.
the only mammal that can lay an egg is a platypus, and that's still weird.
Yeah, that's a weird ass animal.
It shouldn't exist. It's literally a
Kathy,
dinosaur.
we can't hear you. But speaking of dinosaurs, by the way, you want to talk about like I had this thought the other day too, because
Don't tell me
now
you don't believe in dinosaurs, Chad.
No. No, dinosaurs exist, but here's the thing.
No, they don't. Well, technically, crocodiles and sharks are still dinosaurs.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
And cuttlefish.
Archaeology, like we have archaeology, like which is one of the most significant and like obvious. Like, okay, you dig a hole and you come across a giant bone. Then you come across more bones, and then you figure out the pieces interconnect. Archaeology is like geology, where it's like, oh yeah, we can see the layers, we can see the stuff, and then we can
Archaeology is a bad game of Tetris. Because
That's what I was. So wait. So hold on. Let me finish the statement. So that's the problem though. Because let's say you have a skeleton fall here and you have another skeleton fall here. Now put the pieces back together. You have two different animals falling on top of each other. How the hell do you know what the animal looks like? You're
I'm
just
making a
best
two-
guessing it.
Well,
I'm making a two-headed
most
T-Rex.
of
I don't know what
the-
you're talking about.
Most of the bones that they have in these history museums and stuff are all freaking manufactured. They're not actually real fucking bones.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
They're the fossils that they have. It's a rock, but it's a brittle rock. Like I have fossils, and if you're not delicate with them, they'll fucking fall apart. It's
Yeah.
like sand almost, like really compact sand. You can't put a T-Rex inside of a museum made out of delicate, compacted sand.
That's all
Because then
bullshit.
people
It's all
die.
bullshit. Yeah, I know.
Well, you gotta use something else, but it's replication.
Well, yeah, they try to replicate, but people think that those are the real fucking bones, and they're not.
No, of course not. If it was, it would fall on you and you would die. Imagine getting eaten by a T-Rex fucking a couple million years after it's already extinct. I'd be pissed.
Fuck yeah! Haven't you ever watched
Adam go, well, a T-Rex skeleton fell on him. Like, you know how much that would piss me off?
I'm switching. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
I'm surprised these crazy
I'm switching
fucks
over to
haven't figured out a
OBS
way to
right now.
pull the DNA off of some of that shit and clone it at this point.
No, we
Listen,
can't. And they've been
that's
trying.
how
They've been trying. They've been
Jurassic
trying.
Shut up.
Yeah, they're actually trying to do that. Now
Nothing ends good.
no, nothing ends well. Here's what I want to show you because this always fascinates me. Have you guys heard the sound yet of what?
And the actual T-Rex sounds like?
Yeah, have you guys heard that sound yet? Because I'm about to pull it up.
Did you know that the frequency that when they actually got the vocal cord, like not fossilized vocal cord, when they reconstructed it, the frequency that it would have came out, you would have felt it more than you would have heard it.
Yeah, because it's all baseline. It's all baseline. Which
that is
explains why
terrifying.
they did
It's
the whole,
yeah.
Festival with
Well,
the
that's why
dinosaurs
mammals
for the
went in
EM.
holes. Because I would have ran away from that shit too.
I'm gonna play this for you guys real quick because T-Rex actual sound because it's fucking terrifying and because and here's the other thing too. As we're discovering nowadays, we all know right now that T-Rexes and all these dinosaurs or whatever originate from birds today. Like they used to all be birds. The flightless birds mainly. They all used to have feathers and stuff like that.
A chicken embryo looks like a goddamn T-Rex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a chicken is a long ancestor of the T-Rex or some kind of animal in that spectrum.
Well,
I don't know why my video
I
isn't
never
popping
knew
up on
either
here.
That the raptors were small.
About 4 feet tall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they always
Yeah.
portray them very big.
Mhm.
When they first found the fossils for them, it was a completely different type of raptor. Like the Velociraptor and the
Those things are fucking sweet, bro.
let's just call it a Megaraptor was actually a type of Saurus and not a raptor. And that was because of the
America.
toes. Like what was it? Like raptors had 4 toes and Saurus had 3.
I don't even know.
I know a little bit just because I played a lot of Ark. No, I'm kidding.
You played a lot of Ark.
you guys ever
Now
play
that you mentioned that, I was gonna ask.
you guys ever play Tarbok?
Turok?
Remember that? Tarbok, like back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chad, I know this goes back to what we were talking about earlier, but is that the reason why Nomi has a hard time running Ark and being able
Can
to
you guys hear me?
stream it because of
Bro,
because of
wait, Mary now.
hold on. Can you guys hear me now? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, my video isn't uploading. I don't know why. But here, can you hear this? You should be able to hear this now.
No.
Wait, 1 second. I know why.
You could always play it from your phone.
No, here.
Oh, I heard it for a second.
That's a T-Rex.
That's what
Yeah.
the T-Rex used to fucking sound like.
Jesus.
It's terrifying. I think that's like a genetical fear.
That's
Like at one
primal.
time we were rats. We ran away from that.
It just sounds weird. Weird.
Is that the same
That's
thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna
creepy.
dip off.
It's the same one. So this is
I'm
based
about
off
to
of the
die.
vocal cord structure of the animal, and so I think the way they recreated this was they actually took real chicken sounds and they just slowed it down.
That's wild.
So this is like actual bird noises, but just extremely slowed down and beefed up in bass. And like as what Adam used to say, or what Adam said is that you could
You
hear
used to say,
that
"What did I
sound.
die?"
Yeah, no. Some say, no, I wouldn't trump that. Some say, used to say, no. So what Adam said is accurate, is because it's all bass thing. You can hear that up to 5 miles away.
Wow.
You would
They were
feel it
just
before you
talking
actually
about
heard it.
on
You
the
would feel
radio
it before
where,
you can hear it.
These people
Like,
were
so
hearing this low bass noise, and it was fish.
Yeah.
I heard that
yeah.
on the news or something. the other
Yeah,
day.
that's what's
Fish?
it called? That's an issue with sonar. Sonar and
whales
submarines or
and
whatever.
sonar.
Yeah, whales.
It's
Yeah.
not a low bass. It's actually a high pitch.
High
But
pitch,
it's
the
too-
same
it's too
type
high
of
They were
thing.
like 5 miles from sea line, and they were getting the rumble of these fish sounds coming through their walls from like.
It's
5
probably
miles
whales.
away. Yeah.
But you got to understand, if you were sitting next to like a humpback whale, and it made a call, it'd blow your ears out.
Oof.
Yeah. Oh no, the sperm whale will kill you. If you're
Well,
next to a sperm whale when it calls out, it will kill you because the frequency of the sperm whale is 200 hertz, which is over the threshold of death.
Did you know the sperm whale is the only actively hunting whale?
Yes, it's the only actively hunting whale, and they hunt for.
And it's the only
giant
whale
fucking
it's
squid.
the only large whale that has teeth.
But I thought the frequency
That's so
Yeah.
crazy.
for elevation was like 240 or something like that.
Okay, and so people might say, well, how do you know that the T-Rex used to sound like that? I'm gonna play a sound for you right now.
No, you're not.
Wait, apparently I'm not.
Thought.
Fucking liar.
Wait, is that not playing? How can you guys not hear that? Crap! Fucking! I swear to God! I swear to God! What the hell? Like it's showing.
Discord
Like
and their
it's playing.
audio lately has been crap.
Yeah, sometimes it is.
No, it's because of Here, I'm gonna stop capture here.
I will say, surprisingly, going off the cuff with no topic, we definitely have some good clips today.
Yeah. Okay, here. I'm gonna stream this. I'm gonna share my screen here.
Share screen.
I was gonna keep it hidden, but here. So why I believe in that T-Rex sound more than the fucking shriek sound that we're used to and all that. It's because this animal does the same thing, and this is also in the same kind of spectrum.
You're on a spectrum.
I definitely am on a spectrum.
Me too.
So if I do this, can you hear audio from it? Can you hear audio from this?
Yes, we should be able to. Yes.
Yeah, we can.
I'll hear fucking shit.
I don't hear or see nothing.
I
I don't
heard
think
it.
he's shit. Oh, hold on.
Watch this live. Yeah, I heard it.
You gotta click on the picture.
Oh, I'm on the podcast. Do I have to click on him?
Yeah, I know. Click on the stream
Share
thing.
screen, or his screen
Yeah.
share.
Oh, there's a whole stream for this?
Yeah, you can see the
Yeah,
screen.
you could see me, Chad.
Oh,
Play the
I
other
didn't know
one
that.
again.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're not just on audio. We're sharing video too. Well, me and
Yeah, you don't want to show your face?
Chad, what's that browser history?
Yeah, right.
Let's see.
Oh, we should do that. We should do that one week. Go through it.
Share
Everyone's
your
gotta
browser
share their
history?
browser history. Yeah.
All right, ready?
Absolutely
Right.
not.
I will do this.
Absolutely
Ready?
not.
No, ready? I will do this on stream right now. I went up to here, right? I'm about to search for a term. I'm gonna hit P.
I can't
Nothing.
see.
Nothing.
No, no porn searches. Okay.
Nope.
Go to
I'm a
OS.
good boy.
Guy's clean.
I'm a good boy.
What about OS?
I felt so confident in doing that because I haven't watched porn in probably 8 months.
Oh my, why?
Because I actually get pussy in real life.
Well, I mean, been married.
Oh, you're in Wyoming.
Well, yeah, it's only been 2 weeks.
Out there.
All right, let's check his browsing history in a week or 2 weeks. No, next month. Give you 4 weeks.
Well,
And what's
next
your
month,
browsing
next month,
history?
my girlfriend's coming to Wyoming, so
Oh, nice. Is she gonna move there,
Oh.
or is she
Oh, it's all gonna be pictures of me.
yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna put a bag over her face with a picture of Adam.
Wait,
Send me your address. I'll
I
send
thought
that
I
to
was
you.
the only person I thought I was the only person that did that.
You ever see those Clone a Willy?
It's like like every girl's like, my boyfriend. He only wants to put it in my butt. He doesn't want to stick it in my
Oh, God,
pussy
I gotta turn
anymore.
this down.
Well,
My granddaughter's in her bedroom.
how many
playing
times
the
does she go fishing with the boys?
She's got her headset on. She can't
Didn't
hear.
bring a pole.
Turn it down just to be safe.
He likes going camping and hiking with the boys a lot. They like going up Brokeback Mountain a lot. I don't know. I can't. You know what? All right. Of all the names I could have named that movie or that mountain, why the fuck did they name it Brokeback?
Because that's what they did.
No, but that's what I mean. It's a really serious drama about a coming out story, and it's like, this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be.
Isn't
But
that
they
the
could have
name
picked
of the
any
mountain they
fucking
were
mountain. Is
on?
what I'm saying.
Well,
But-
dude, they're not gonna do fucking Everest guys bang.
Well, that would have been a much more struggle. All right, in order for us to survive, we have to hold each other and cuddle. We're gonna freeze to death. And then it's like,
Wasn't
dude, is that your
named
dick?
The name of the mountain they
Remember
were
the movie
on?
Without a Paddle?
Yeah, yeah, it's exactly that.
That. What's touching my back?
But it's like, okay, this is a very serious drama about two homosexual or two guys coming out as homosexual to each other. We're gonna name it Brokeback Mountain. Like, come on, you know what you're
I'm gonna
fucking
put him in a
doing.
tent with a bunch of trees.
Like they could have named it any other mountain, Mount Washington, or whatever. No, they named it after the action that they're doing. They're breaking each other's backs up there.
I can tell you right now, Chow. If we go for a hiking trip for a week,
You're gonna break my back.
you get in my tent. We fighting.
I'm gonna
Bring your
wrestle
own
you.
shit.
I'm gonna naked wrestle you in your tent.
I'm gonna shank you.
Look at me. I look like I'm ready about to hike a mountain with you.
Can I watch?
I don't. What? Me shanking Chad?
No, who do you want your naked wrestling?
What'd you say?
Boys
Isn't that
only.
what I heard? That you two were naked wrestling?
We're gonna.
It's PPV.
Because Chad was going to climb into Adam's tent and they were going to naked wrestle.
No, you heard that
Now
correctly.
watch.
We're not
PPV.
hiding anything from you. There's no conspiracy. We just said that literally 5 minutes ago.
We ain't hiding.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
She's
Can I
she's
watch?
coming out here. Wait, did I just hear that correctly? It's like, yeah. You want to hear it again?
No, I'm saying, can I watch?
We'll do that
Oh.
shit in a tree stand. Look up.
Oh, here's another gift that my girlfriend got.
I'm there for it.
While I defend my heterosexuality. She got me a little froggy pillow.
I knew it. This justifies he's gonna be the bottom.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna put my head on the back of this. So
Is she just coming up to visit, or is she moving down there with you?
she's coming up for she's coming up for a week, and she says she's gonna do it every other month or something like that. Or she says she'll do it as much as she can.
Is she
But
stuck in Florida for work, or?
she's stuck in Florida because of her lease.
Yeah, the opposite
Oh.
one's gonna be over here. So
She's stuck in Florida because of her lease. But here's the thing, like. She's looking at the prices and over there, like in my apartment. She's like, why don't I just fucking move myself now? Like,
Well, does she work
Can you move
from
to get
home?
away
or-
from it?
she's remote work.
Not
She
get
can
away
move
from
here.
it, but-
She can move, but I'm not going to get into it too much because it's out in the open. But it's issues
I just thought that you
involving
couldn't live
personal
together.
things, something like that. Yeah, I don't want to get into that on stream.
Yeah,
But
that's fine.
yeah,
Right. No, that's not what I
no,
meant.
but the reason why she's not moving up here like with me, or at least getting another apartment up here with me, is A, because of the lease, and two, because of her parents and stuff like that. So she can't do
Have
that.
to break your lease. That would suck.
Yeah, and like I said, breaking the lease is probably less expensive than paying 15 months rent at $2,000.
Yeah, that's true.
I think about it like that though.
How many
When
months into that lease is she?
she just renewed.
Oh, jeez.
She
So
not
you're
only
talking
not
about a
only
year?
just well, here's the thing, not only just renewed, but like she found that the apartment so her apartment is like 1750, and then it's like 1950 plus amenity fees and all that stuff. 1950 base rent, so basically $2,000 a month, right?
Insane, bro.
Just rent. I'm paying $950 base rent. $950.
That's what I pay.
Yeah, on a rent for a house. But and again, and like,
Yeah,
but,
I know. Trust me, I'm lucky. He's only
Yeah.
upped it once. It was
Yeah.
900. He upped it to 950. But also, I haven't asked.
You
him
got in early.
shit in 15 years.
Well, you got to remember though
Yeah.
that 950
15 years ago.
paying is just for that one room he's in.
Oh, I know. I have 3 levels.
yeah,
You know what?
And a
Have you
yard.
ever seen Chad out of that room?
yeah. Well, and here's the thing though,
Well,
but
no,
this.
he's got a kitchen, a living room.
Oh, yeah, no, there's a
One
kitchen right
bedroom-
there.
1 bedroom
There's-
or 2?
It's a 1 bedroom, but like I said, so the base rent, so not including.
He goes, there's a kitchen right there, points behind him.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing though. So I'm gonna make a whole video about like why I moved to Wyoming, because like I was like, oh yeah, I'm a Florida guy now, I'm a Florida man, and all that stuff. When I moved to Florida in the beginning of 22, the base rent around there was $1,500. By the beginning of 2023, the base rent went up to $2,000. That is what 30-40% increase in rent in 1 year.
I think
That's
the
about
baseline
the same.
around here is about 1,000 to 1,200. Like that's
Yeah,
what I'm getting.
The base
over
rent
it.
around me is about 2,000. But
Yeah,
I mean, I live in Massachusetts.
He lives in Massachusetts. I lived in Florida. Now, Fort Myers specifically is the number 2 most moved in location of the entire United States for 2023. Fort Myers is number 2, and it's tied with a place in Texas. Everybody's moving out of blue states and moving into Fort Myers and other places like that. And I think number 1, it was another place it was a place in Texas.
It's where Rogan is.
Yeah.
Austin. I think Austin.
Now, Austin, I think, is up there, but it's not in the top 10 because, again, Austin is a very liberal place, too. So a lot of real Texans are moving out of Austin.
It's wherever Rogan built his comedy club. I think it's
Yeah.
Austin, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, bottom line is everybody's moving to Texas and Florida. Now, here's the problem. There isn't enough houses to keep up with people. So inflation rate on housing prices is going up significantly because there isn't enough room. There isn't enough room for people. And there's a whole issue about illegal immigration as well.
That's it. Like, so, you know, I used to work construction, like, before I went to management and, like, engineering and shit.
Yeah.
And, you know, we did a lot of, like, developments, like, even in my area.
Mhm.
And trying to find land that wasn't already owned by somebody to buy to put a house on was ridiculous.
Yeah, especially in big urban communities like in Massachusetts or Florida and Texas. They have land for days. Wyoming has land for days. There's no competition on land here. They're selling 100. They're selling 100 acres for 50 grand.
Off the wall.
Yeah, like Mass isn't a huge state, but we have a massive population.
Yeah, and it's about density of the population.
Fucking Boston.
Dude. you want to talk about high rent and shit like that, go to any New York City. 8 million people live in New York City. A closet in New York City, like literally a
Alexa,
3x3
How
spot,
many people live in Massachusetts?
is like $4,000. It's about
Alexa, volume
density.
10. Alexa, how many people live in Massachusetts?
According to the 2020 U.S. Census, the population of Massachusetts is 7.03 million people, which is
7.3 million people.
over the
Yeah.
2010
And here's the thing: Wyoming is about 1.5 times larger than Massachusetts. It only has a population of 500,000.
Yeah, 7.3 million. Like, yo, have you guys ever been to Boston?
Yes, it's a beautiful. I went to Boston, so I went to Boston the year after they finished the Big Dig.
Yeah, dude, that place is ridiculous.
It is
Like, yo,
beautiful.
there's still brick roads.
Yeah, I was saying this. Out of all of the so I went to Philadelphia. I went to New York City. I went to L.A. I went to you're talking about the 3 top cities in the entire country, right? Philly, New York, L.A., and Boston.
Chicago.
I didn't go to Chicago yet, but Boston, the year after the Big Dig, like before all this political mayhem happened, where they just started allowing people to just ruin the place. Boston is beautiful and it's very clean. When I went to visit there, they got rid of all of the homeless people. They got rid of all the homeless
Still
people.
very
Top
clean.
market
It's still
Yeah.
very clean.
For like radio and
It's
stuff
just
like that is LA,
overpopulated.
Chicago, I
Yeah.
think.
Boston is probably one of the cleanest cities I've ever been to.
I've been to Maryland. I don't think I've ever
Philly is a shithole. When I was living in Philadelphia, it was an absolute shithole. Homeless people fucking everywhere. It was, and it's even worse now. Look at images from Philly with fentanyl. Philly fentanyl
I've
shit.
been to Philadelphia.
There-
My cousins live near live in Allentown,
Yeah,
which is close.
There's definitely homeless people in Boston, but you don't see them.
you don't see them because they get taken off the streets as soon as they're spotted.
Yeah, like they'll remove you.
There's a very anti-homeless. Yeah, there's a very anti-homeless. Which
or the home, or maybe the harbor, depending on what they did.
Which is why, what the fuck, why don't they do that anyway? In every major city, hey, you're homeless, you're living on the street, that's not good for you, that's not healthy for you. We'll put you in a home right now, we'll give you a spot, you're good. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that in every fucking major city? Why don't we get people off the goddamn streets?
They'll drop them off at either a home or the hospital.
Yeah, which is so much significantly healthier. Which is so much. People are like, "Oh, you can't take the homeless off the street." Yes, you fucking can because they're homeless.
I know for a fact you can, because like I've seen it.
That is mind-boggling that the liberal mind thinks that people are better off on the streets because they're allowed to be there. Shut the fuck up. Put a roof over their heads.
I spent like 2 years in Watertown, which is an area in Boston, and like you would see like a cop would pull up and be like, "Yo, grab your shit, get in the car."
Yeah.
And then they don't come back. Like I said, whether they're dropping them off at a shelter, the hospital, maybe the harbor, depending on what kind of cop it is. Like,
yeah,
they're not going to be back there.
They're not going to be back. And look how, like, because you have to remember, other people fucking live it. Liberals think that, so the modern liberal ideology is more anarchist than actual socialist policy, because actual socialism, they'll realize, is just, I mean, look how good the people are like when Tucker went to Moscow, right? He's like, wow, this is actually very beautiful and very clean around here. The city is like, look at how good our subway's looking. It's like, yeah, that was because it was built off of communism, where you didn't have a choice. Like, you build it, or you go to Gulag. You weren't
go to Gulag.
Yeah, you either do this or die.
So if you walk through Boston, you'll never see one of those like anti-homeless benches.
Yeah, because they just pick them up off the street. Yeah.
They leave everything the way it is so that they can find it.
Yeah.
They also
Which is extremely smart too.
guards on everything so that people can't skate on it.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing though. Look out! There's
no guards on curbs in Boston.
Yeah.
No,
No.
I'm talking about like railings and stuff like that, like for skaters, like they would put.
That's more like a Cali thing.
No,
Yeah.
they do that around here even.
Oh,
Well,
they don't do it around here.
Well, and here's what I will also say from just walking around in Boston. You know what? You don't even fucking see, which is very difficult, which is insane. Gum on the streets because they got street sweepers and people cleaning up the actual fucking streets. You don't even see gum on the streets.
Okay, let me say one thing.
That's insane.
All right, those street sweepers are fucking annoying.
Yeah.
That's not just Boston. That's like all big areas, including mine. They're so goddamn loud.
Who?
Like you sit and you know the street sweepers.
Yeah.
You know when it's coming by because your entire goddamn house shakes.
But hey, at least when you go outside, it looks clean when it's done.
You're watching a movie and all you hear is.
You hear the fucking T-Rex bellow. You hear the T-Rex bellow.
Nope, street sweeper.
But, so I wanted to talk about this, and I'm going to talk about this more in depth, and probably we could say this one after I finish this video, because I'm going to make a whole video about like why I moved to Wyoming. You have, and we touched upon the subject.
The mountain lions.
For the mountain lions, yeah, right. No, it's literally because when you have a population that is constantly moving around right now. Right now, there's a big migration, not only with illegal immigrations, but internally, domestically. You have a lot of people moving out of big cities and moving towards suburbs. The increases of prices and all this stuff right now is all artificially done. It's artificial inflation across the entire board with everything. So when you look at, okay, yeah, you can move to Ohio, get a house for the same price that I'm paying an apartment here, probably like that, or go to Indiana or things like that. Here's the problem.
No, you can't.
Well, not what I'm saying, like, but what I'm saying is, like, overall, you can go to Oklahoma, you can go to Mississippi, you can get those places and it'll be cheap. Here's the problem, though. Everybody else is thinking about doing the same thing. Everybody else is thinking about, okay, I'm gonna move to Oklahoma, I'm gonna move to Texas, I'm gonna move to Florida, I'm gonna move out of these big cities, I'm gonna get some cheap prices here. Here's the problem: there's not enough land. There's too many people already moving there. In the next 10 years, the prices are going to increase over 400, 500%. So what you're paying now, it's going to be worse.
Holding that many.
Yeah. Why did I choose Wyoming? I believe it's inflation proof. Because the population of Wyoming, for it.
Alexa, how do I buy the property in Wyoming?
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna be one of those private investors that's gonna buy all the land and sell it at double the price.
On Chad's door, I'd be like, "Hey, rent's due."
Yeah, I feel like Wyoming's inflation proof because 3 years ago.
Oh damn! Nomi just said in chat, because we're too busy giving illegals 10K reload cards and free healthcare.
Yeah. That's the other problem too. Like I said, the illegal immigration issue right now is we're open borders policy. We're basically just allowing everybody from South America and the world to just move in here, no questions asked.
I qualify for in food stamps being on disability. I get $1,240 in disability. I just got a rate.
Yeah, the illegal immigrant that just crossed in yesterday doubled that.
$19 a month in food stamps.
Yeah, Juan Gomez. Yeah.
$19.
You
Yeah.
can't even get a McDonald's fucking value meal for that much anymore.
No, you can't. You
That's
can't even get
food
McDonald's
stamps. You
anymore
can't
for that
use food
price.
stamps on McDonald's anyway.
Dude,
Yeah,
McDonald's,
dude, look,
I
you
bought
know what?
McDonald's for
It's
the four
a
of us,
gallon
and
of milk,
$35.
a loaf of bread, and
I just
It's not
changed
even
I just
usually.
changed tax brackets. So last
What's
year
that?
I got back in my federal about 900. This year I owe them 52
$5,200?
oh jeez.
5,200. Yeah.
Ukraine thanks you for your contribution.
I was like, wait,
Zelensky,
what?
Zelensky just bought a car with that money.
once you pass the $100,000 mark, I went from like a 24-ish% tax to a 30-something.
Yeah.
They took out more in tax
Now
than my
like,
house
oh.
gave brought in all year long.
Well, that's a problem because taxation is theft.
It's ridiculous.
Taxation is theft. The fact that we even have the IRS is unconstitutional. We need to remove the IRS.
What I don't understand, like I do understand because I'm not stupid, but what pisses me off is I pay taxes all year, and you're telling me I still owe you like this chunk. Why the fuck didn't you take it all year?
That's how Dave always.
That's how they get you.
Put it out through the year.
And that's what a lot of people tell me I'm stupid for doing it, but I claim 0, and then when I file, I
See,
claim
Dave
it all
claims
then.
0, and he still usually
then they'll
ends
tell
up
you what you owe.
owing about $8,000 in taxes.
I
Yeah, well,
I don't claim my kids. I let their mom do that because
No,
she
no,
gets
I
me
mean,
Yeah, we
turned
don't
on.
have any
on my
dependents.
on my I-9, like I claim 0, so they take more taxes out of my check.
Yeah,
So
this
that way,
thing's
at the end of the
dirty.
year, when I put down what I
You get a return.
have, you get a bigger return.
I do the
Yeah.
same goddamn thing, and I still owe them $5,200.
Since last year,
Yeah.
something changed.
well, here's the thing.
I stopped. I literally closed TurboTax. I was like, "Fuck off, come get me. You're not getting it." And then I got so mad. I went back into because like since like I'm part of corporate, I went into my own taxes, and now I don't pay anything.
You can claim that.
Well, and again, here's the problem with inflation too, because people are like, this boggles my mind that people don't understand this concept of inflation. I say to people, hey, listen, $30,000 used to be more than enough living 50 years ago. $30,000, you would have been on the high spectrum of the medium class 50 years ago. Now it's the bottom, it's the high end of the lower class. There is no more middle class anymore. The middle class is completely dead.
Here,
The bare
what
minimum for
30,000
a
around here would barely
family is
cover
at
your
least
rent.
6 figures.
Yeah, and guess what? I was making $30,000, and like I said, after and that's on paper. That's before tax. That's just the salary or wage that you're making on paper is like I said on salary on paper. I was supposed to make $36,000 a year in 2023, right? I only on my taxes on my 1040 or whatever on my return or whatever when I did all that, it said I only made 28,000. Because the government took so much fucking money, or because of when you talk about holidays and you talk about all this other stuff, you're just losing money.
Is this when you were working for the
Yeah, when I was working groundskeeping, yeah, and they were taking money from me.
So that's what pisses me off. So this year I made 102, but after all the taxes and bullshit, I was at like 84, and I still owe them 5,000.
And here's the thing: I still don't have over $5,000 in my bank account because everything else goes towards the fucking expenses. People, and this is the part that I said, people that boggles my mind that people don't understand this concept. Inflation is government. The entire idea of inflation is overspending from the U.S. government.
Can't see it, but it's negative $434.
Still?
Yeah. Oh, inflation is all based upon government spending of money because
I went
they
grocery
print
shopping.
they print the fucking money that we're sending out to Ukraine, Israel, and all this other shit. They're just printing money. They're adding dollar bills to circulation with nothing backing it up, which is decreasing the actual value of the dollar. And then you add on all of the other bullshit, like, hey, gas prices are going up because we just stopped drilling for oil. All this other stuff. When gas prices go up, inflation goes up. Because everything has to be transported via gas and petrol. This whole idea that we're going to shift over to electric is a fever fucking dream. We're never going to be able to do it. We're never going to be able to stay. Elon Musk, who owns Tesla, said it's unfeasible to go completely electric. You need petrol. You need gas. You need diesel. You need this stuff to keep the economy and infrastructure running.
He also said that we could do it if we had more nuclear plants.
If we had more nuclear, but guess what? The liberals don't want to do fucking nuclear because it's too dangerous.
A nuclear is the safest form of energy that we have.
So nuclear plant, like an A plant, because we have an A plant here.
Your mic cut out.
Is there? We have an A
yeah.
plant here. Is this
Yeah.
A plant the same thing as a nuclear plant?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's one like 10 miles from my house.
So the thing is that nuclear plants are the safest form of energy that we have like if you
when
take
they're
CP
run by
to-
capitalist environments. If they're run by socialists, they're fucked.
Yeah, you like look at what am I thinking of? Ukraine.
Pripyat, Chernobyl.
Chernobyl. So Chernobyl was ran down.
Yeah, Chernobyl was a victim of
They
communism.
closed an elementary school here.
It had like 15
year
employees.
before last because of the exposure from the A plant.
No, so here's the thing.
There's a bunch
So-
of kids were getting cancer.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, that was probably from their Cheerios.
Yeah, that was probably from the fucking Cheerios, which they just found out is actually carcinogenic. Like,
Yeah.
there's more cancer-causing chemicals in modern food right now in the American food supply than there is in the energy sector entirely. Like, it's like the difference between running a gas car, which is a nuclear energy, right, and versus a volcano. The volcano is all the food supply and all the chemicals and fertilizers and shit that we put into the fucking food. Here's the thing: for tens of thousands of years, we didn't have any of this chemistry and bullshit like that to run our food supply. Yet our population went from 2 people up to 8 billion people across 200,000 years, whatever the number is. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it started with 1. Maybe they were just asexual.
Yeah, there was a miracle.
They split like an atom.
Yeah, but think about it like that though.
His name was
aren't.
Adam.
And here's the thing: modern
I remember it.
fertilization, the idea of farming, and because remember, we used to only be a hunter-gatherer society where we didn't know how to fucking farm. That whole farming concept is maybe 10,000 years old, and for 10,000 years, our population went from maybe 100,000 people to 8 billion. And and then it's like, okay, now we bring in fertilizer. Now by the way, the guy who discovered fertilizer is the same guy who invented was it Agent Orange or something like that? He invented fertilizer to use as a weapon in World War One. So, but
Let's
here's
drop shit on them.
because but here's the thing: they knew about
That would've pissed me
fertilizer.
off, too.
They knew about the concept of fertilization. From just okay, hey, listen, if we put this cow shit on the fields, hey, guess what? That actually increases the growth of the crop. How the hell did we figure that out? You figure it out because you have 10,000 years to figure the shit out like that. But now we're putting in all these chemicals and shit like that, and we're just supposed to trust the government that everything that they're putting into the ground is good for us? After they just told us, hey, everybody get the fucking vaccine? Get the fuck out of here. Hell no.
You know what?
Hell no.
There's 2 people I really want to meet in my life. The guy who figured out you can drink milk, and the guy who found honey, because that's one tough son of a bitch. Like, think about it. He's like, hey, that fucking hurt. You're hiding something. I know it.
I love that idea. The guy who discovered milk. He's like, I'm gonna suck on that cow's tit. Look at these baby cows running to mother like that. That shit probably tastes good.
He looked at his wife's baby. You know, his wife's feeding his baby.
Yeah,
He looked at the cow feeding her baby.
And
he was like, well,
figure that out.
I can't ask her.
100% a guy. People don't realize this. Men doing stupid shit is how evolution works.
He definitely had a wife and a baby, and then a cow that had a baby. And he looked at him and he's like, I can't ask her.
Well, because like I said, it's instinctual. Because it's animal instinctual to like for women to know, like, hey, my animal needs to feed off my tit here, right? It's something instinctual. A guy probably was, like you said, looking at his baby and like, you know, this cow guy, he tastes really good. Like when I cut him up and eat him, I'm gonna suck on that tit. And you know what's funny too?
With bees. The bees thing gets me the most.
The idea like somebody had to open up a fucking hive of honeybees and be like, this gooey shit. Holy shit! Oh fuck!
Yeah,
get out of here!
Stung to literal death.
Well, yeah, and in that regard, think about that as well. Like maple syrup. Who decided
maple syrup
sucking on a tree?
Yeah, some guy saw the tree leaking. He's like, "Oh shit!"
Well, you know what? lines that they saw how flammable it was.
And
Like they're like, hey, that is real good. Bet you it tastes awesome. Like what the fuck is people?
On the same subject, think about like this. Think about two things with the same subject on that. For the longest time, people thought tomatoes were poisonous because of the color red. Because everything colored red, it was considered poisonous. So for the longest time,
that's not why.
Why?
It's because it's part of the nightshade family.
What do you mean?
The tomatoes have leaves that are exactly similar to all other nightshades.
Yeah, all right. So it's not the color;
again,
it's the actual plant.
Though.
Yeah, but for the longest time, they thought it was poison. Imagine the motherfucker that said, fuck it." I lived a good life. Let me try this thing.
We're trying to figure
There's
out
a lot of things like when it comes to like this isn't
do that for the first time.
Yeah, like
she said
it's
it's sap from a tree and then they have to boil it.
Yeah, it's not an invention; it's the discovery. Like, there's so many discoveries that just like fucking mind boggle me. Like, toast.
Yeah,
he's like, damn, this bread is good. Cook it again.
Take it a step. Take it a step back. Take it a step back. Bread itself. How do you make bread? You take
you lit a bunch of wheat mold and then you put it in a fucking fire.
No, but think about so you have this plant that grows out of the ground. Then you take the tops of the plant, you grind it down to a powder. Then you add water to it. Then you let it rot for a couple days, and then it rises. And then you're like, oh shit, okay, this is a concept of bread right here. This is basically a cracker or whatever bullshit. Then you put that in the oven, it rises up, and it's like, holy shit, it's just absolutely delicious. The process that somebody had to figure out to do all these steps to create that, and then on top of that, think about cake. Cake. Now I'm gonna add sugar and eggs to it.
You know what's worse than that?
Yeah.
So we already talked about, the guy who was like, "Hey, I'm gonna fucking lick this cow." Cheese.
Cheese. Oh, I let this milk go.
You're like, oh, this milk's so good. You walk in one day, you're like, oh no, it looks weird. I'm gonna eat it anyway.
It smells like shit.
Well, and then also,
there was some dad standing there, and he's like, "Don't waste your milk. Chew this."
that was how the whole thing with the Salem witch things was transpiring. Was there was something in whatever they were harvesting was causing people to hallucinate, and when they were hallucinating, they thought that they were seeing witches and all this crazy shit.
It was probably a nightshade. It's like wicked local here. It literally grows in my backyard. Like literally grows in my backyard.
When we were talking about stories like King Arthur or whatever. So, ready? There is no actual physical evidence that any witch was burned or killed during the Salem witch trials. There's no physical evidence of it.
Yes, there is.
Nope, there was none.
Dude, I've been to Salem.
I know. There's
not pictures, but there's drawings and shit inside of books. And
there's drawings inside of books, but it's all fictional. As far as, like I said, archaeological evidence, like going to there and actually looking at historical documents, there is actually no physical evidence that any witch was actually killed or burned at the stake. That is all fiction.
I can't even argue it because I never really looked into it. Again, I grew up around here. So I've been to Salem fucking.
Oh no, it's a great story, but it never physically happened.
You don't look into it when you're raised around it.
Yeah.
Nomi said cheese itself. Who figured out it got better sitting in a dark, cold room.
Dude, all right, ready? Our favorite thing.
Take down the milk.
and then even think about our favorite thing: alcohol. Look at the process it takes to brew beer, distill liquor, to make wine.
Alcohol,
I'm gonna make some apple juice. Oh no, my apple juice is old. It's bad. Again, it was a dad. He looked at his kid. He was like, "Drink this."
Yeah. And then that kid turned out to have a really good time the rest of the day. He's like, "Oh, I gotta try this shit."
I'm down. Send it.
She also said that there's graves. She said they wouldn't have given witches grave. Oh, so she's agreed with you then.
Yeah.
She said there are graves they wouldn't have given witches a grave.
Yep, because Yeah, and I think that's part of the physical archaeology on that. Because remember, the Salem witch trial happened in 1630,
You know
so
what?
it's not recent history. But
I'd have to look into it more.
I'm pretty sure I heard that it's no physical
go
evidence.
there. I'm gonna physically take like that hour drive
Yeah.
and go ask somebody.
Well, here's the thing. It's a tourist industry. You know, you go anywhere. It's like, oh, hey, I'm here at this haunted house. Is this house actually haunted? They're gonna be like, yeah, it is.
Oh, God, hey, you guys, you know. So you guys all know what Plymouth Rock is, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the small rock.
It's just a fucking rock inside of a jail.
Yeah.
Well, I seen Glenn Beck was standing at it for this one thing.
The coincidence. Adam, the coincidence.
We went there on a field trip in school, and like I was excited. I thought it was like this fucking like monument, and like I walk up and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like it's literally like I have a bigger rock
small.
in my backyard.
It's
This is
smaller
bullshit.
than you would think, yeah.
Okay. The coincidence. 2 days ago, I watched a video about Plymouth Rock, and they said why it's so small. I'm not even joking. 2 days ago, and I can tell you why.
Well, erosion and people used to steal parts of it.
Yep, people used to steal parts of it as a historical significance, the same way the Berlin Wall, where they used to always just try to grab a chunk of the wall. The rock was
that's why it's in a cage now.
Yeah, but so nobody can steal.
You know what? The cage is kind of cool. It's like a
yeah, it is the actual physical rock.
It's a raw iron cage all around. It looks cool, but like when you look inside, it's a fucking rock.
Well, I mean, it's the significance of the rock. It's where the immigrants first landed. But they also, at the time too, I think at the time where they also discovered it, and when America was founded, they actually split the rock in half, and they carried half of it to Pennsylvania to be put on display. So they add the people at the time also cut the rock in half. So it's that size because people were just cutting pieces of it off.
So,
it used to be like from like the drawings and shit that like I've seen at least.
It's massive.
It used to be big. It used to be like a big boulder, and
Yeah,
now it's like a more tiny rock.
Yeah, because you don't see like a boulder like just sitting on the ground and be like, that rock is significant right there. It's like, dude, it's like
what's
it's not
crazy?
bigger than it.
So if you have you guys been to Plymouth at all?
no.
No.
Oh, so if you go to Plymouth, so there's a boat each. There's one in Plymouth and there's one in Salem. You know, like the whole like what is it, like Santa Maria and fucking Mayflower and shit.
Yeah.
So they have exact replicas of them, and you can go on them on a tour.
That's cool.
Right. So if you go to the one in Salem, like it's really cool. You know, it's nice looking and everything. If you go to the one in Plymouth, there's shackles in the basement.
Boston, Massachusetts also hosts the USS Constitution.
Yeah, but there's shackles in the basement, and they don't talk about it.
Yeah. In Massachusetts, well, they have the USS Constitution, which is the longest lasting non-commissioned naval vessel of the United States Navy.
Yeah, we've been on it.
Yeah. But that's crazy to think about. We still have an active running ship from this. Joe, when you left, I was talking about. He was saying how they have replicas of the Mayflower or whatever.
Yeah.
In Massachusetts as well, they have the U.S. Constitution. USS Constitution, the longest active serving naval vessel. Yeah, longest. It's the actual vessel that was used in the Battle of the Revolution or the Revolutionary War.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like $25. You can go walk across that, and then you can go on a whale watching ship.
and technically, it being a active or a non-active commissionable naval vessel in the United States Navy, if the United States was ever invaded, they could technically recommission that ship to fight in the war.
They talk about that.
Yeah, they could actually bring that back.
It reminds me of the movie Down Periscope where they had all
they didn't like
subs and
like
then
we
the
have
had, like the old school shit.
So like around here, like every like state park has, in my area at least, since I'm next to a base, every single like park around me has like a tank.
Yeah.
But like it's all welded closed, out of commission, old stuff. Like there's everything that you like. Any large piece of like military machinery is inside of a park in my area.
Mm-hmm. Well, Massachusetts is also home to the United States Navy. The United States Naval Academy is in Massachusetts.
So I live like, I don't know, 30 feet from Westover Air Force Base.
Mm-hmm.
So like everything around here is military, and
Yeah.
and so like I said, everything's welded off and like closed. Like even like the barrels on the tanks, they weld something on the end so like bees don't go in it.
Mm-hmm.
But when we went on the ship in Boston, they were like, all we have to do is take the locks off, and we could drive away and go fight.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy.
And that's the beauty about like the American military and whatever. Other than it being fucking cool, I
have a tank down the road.
Yeah, that you can use.
Give me a fucking Sawzall, we're good to go.
well, and according to the U.S. Constitution, technically, civilian-owned aircraft carriers, naval vessels, and things like that is still technically legal in the United States. Technically legal in the United States, but the government doesn't allow you to get it. But technically, you could still buy a non-commissioned tank and drive it around.
Even like I've talked to people, and like even like down the street we got a tank inside one of the parks, and all they did was weld it closed. They didn't rip anything out.
Yeah, all they do is weld the barrel shut.
Yeah, and they're like, if we needed this again, we could get it.
Yeah,
and I'm like, damn, bro. Like, what if I need it?
what if I need it? Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna be able to shoot. It'd be easier to get the tank than it would be to get the ammunition.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. You can have a tank, no problem.
But it's been there for like 20 years. I'm not sure I trust that.
Well, not only that, but do you even know how to fire and load a tank and stuff like that? Like, how the fuck would you use it?
I bet you $1,000 an Indian guy on YouTube would show me.
Yeah, there's a guy with an Indian accent.
Yeah.
Hello, so you just acquired an M1A1 Abrams. So this is how you start the engine on the Abrams. Now, contrary to popular belief, it does not actually require keys. You just need to do start ignition. And then you pull this lever, here it goes right, pull this lever, here it goes left, and then this goes forward. And then to load the tank, you have to take your 120 millimeter shell, load it in. It's quite heavy, be careful. You load it into the barrel, close the breech, pull the trigger here, and then fires. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.
Utilize or Google mind boggles me. Like the questions that I get from people about streaming and everything else, like literally, there's a billion YouTube videos on how to set up your.
Oh, I always bring that up. We have and again, it's like a biased information. There's a whole thing about Google right now, but regardless, if you just want to know something simple that's common knowledge, you could just Google search it and find it, like how to work OBS or something. You have to remember, well, why don't people learn how to use these tools and do this stuff? You have to remember that our current modern day society allows these people to live because we care for them. But 10,000, but like 1,000 years ago, they would have been killed off. There's no room for them because they're just too stupid and they can't survive.
I never learned how to drive a tank on YouTube because I was too busy watching Cocomelon.
Yeah, but you have to remember the average IQ in the United States, I believe, is 95, which is it's okay. It's not great. It's below 100, and IQ is exponential as far as like knowledge goes. So 95 is the average IQ in the United States. Anything below 86, the U.S. military won't recruit you. You can't be drafted. You're too stupid.
Average IQ in Massachusetts is 104.
Yeah, well, that's because you live in a college district, so everybody's... the average population there is roughly 120, which is college education level.
Yeah.
So, but that's college education level. That is not intelligence. That just says, oh, you have this general knowledge of information up to a college educated level. So I did an IQ test.
I mean, we do have like the best colleges here.
Yeah, and no, Boston has 5 of the best colleges in the entire world: MIT, Harvard, all that other stuff. You can't be an Asian. I haven't seen a single Asian at any of them. But but I will.
You know what? When I went to UMass, which I think that's like number 5. I was at UMass Amherst, and there was like 3.
There was 3, and they slipped in through the cracks. They put down, "I'm white."
No, they were like all exchange. They were exchange students.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no, they allow Chinese people to go in there. No problem.
Yeah. Yeah, but like actual like American Asians, no.
Nope. You have to be a Chinese Communist Party.
I was like, you'd figure they would.
Yeah. But what I was saying before is with IQ, like, and not to brag here, I did an IQ test myself. I'm a 125.
He's like, I'm a happy 73.
Yeah. I'm a very no. 76 is Forrest Gump.
We gotta give the plants Gatorade.
Yeah.
They need electrolytes.
At least a couple points above Neanderthal, I think.
Yeah. I like frogs. Well, here's the thing. I'm slightly autistic, so that's my only advantage.
You guys watch Idiocracy?
Yes, Idiocracy.
Got it. The plants need the electrolyte.
Oh, wait, that's a great segue from what we were last talking about.
Oh, God.
No, the plants need water. No, but Gatorade has electrolyte water in it.
Nomi said it's turning the frogs gay.
It's turning the frogs gay.
Water turning the frogs gay.
You guys know that was true. A true story, though, right? He was correct on that.
I get what his point was with that.
It's
I was
funny.
going to say, we were talking about bread and everything else, and I heard this crazy story this week and I don't even know if it's true or if it's just somebody going for clicks. This lady, apparently, I think it's probably a TikToker, of course, because everything is TikTok, had made herself and her husband muffins using
her vaginal yeast.
Right now. I know what you're talking about. I don't want to hear it again.
I finished it. Sentence. I got the muffin.
She used her own yeast.
What is
God.
people?
Isn't that sad? Women's are the
Talk about
sexiest looking
homemade.
creatures in the world, but they have the ugliest fucking genitals in the world.
Wait, hold on. What'd you say?
I said
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what he's talking about.
I said women have the best looking physical forms ever, except for their vagina. Which I mentioned to Joe last night. I said, have you ever seen a cross section of? Have you ever seen a cross section? Wait,
Cross section?
No, wait. Let me finish. No. Let me finish here. Have you ever seen the diagram? Sorry, the diagram of a vagina compared to a goat's head, which is 666, like Satan is. Have you ever noticed they look exactly alike?
Okay, I got 2 points here. I got 2 points here. First off, Chad likes dicks. Second,
I like my own dick.
That's what I said. He's a meat gazer.
Second, why are you cutting vaginas in half?
No, well, I meant diagram, but it's the same thing.
He's over here with a razor blade penis.
Yeah. Hey, listen. My kinks are my own. I'm a masochist.
I'm just
Sadist.
saying, how small does it have to be that sharp?
No, even said I'm not wrong. The diagram of a vagina looks like the devil's goat head image. It looks like Satanist.
I didn't know you
whatever.
had that pulled up too.
Yeah, I did.
You know what? This might just be because I spent a lot of time in school, but to me it looks like a hydrogen separator.
A nerd.
Oh, no.
I would have bullied you in high school. I don't care. I told you no.
You know what? I was smart as shit. I was in art class, and I still would have kicked your ass.
Yeah, probably.
To me, it looks like dessert. I mean, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing, Adam. Back in school or whatever, I look like the quiet kid in the back of the classroom, where it's like, oh, be nice to him in case he wants to shoot us all. Like people just thought I was that kid. I was like, no. Listen. I don't want to be any part of school. I just want to get through this so I can live an adult life.
Did you happen?
But I had no interest in doing any of that. What? No, I wasn't that guy.
I'm gonna send you a picture later, but when I was in school, I was like one of the goth kids that didn't talk to anybody.
Shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I found a picture
for a reason.
I found a picture of me from like 2005 with a fucking red mohawk.
Working
working at KFC.
Oh, maybe
And
that's
eyeliner,
why I fit so
glasses,
well with the group.
everything.
Hell
This is
yeah.
probably why I fit so well with the group because I was never a goth kid. I looked like one of the jocks or whatever because I was like whatever. Not because I was like dressing. Not I wouldn't say like a jock, but I just looked casual. Like I was just an average student. I was hanging out with the goth kids because they're fucking cool as shit.
See,
Not-
so I got
not
away with
because they're
it.
cool as shit, but just because it's like, oh, they were easier to fucking talk to than anybody else here. Everybody's trying too hard.
I went
So like
juggalo for
when
a
I
little bit.
was in school, like
Yeah.
we were the kids that would like get picked on, but it worked out well because I played baseball also, and I was the best on the team, so I had that to kind of back me up. So
That makes
high
sense.
school wasn't
That's why you were
terrible.
telling that
I just
story the other day about how you were in the batting cages and you didn't even realize because you were batting and you what was it like it pitched till you lost or whatever and you just kept going.
Yeah. just kept going. And the boy's mom got pissed because I was in there forever. Oh, that's pretty faster.
Lose quicker, Adam. Lose quicker.
You know, once you get so far and you're like high score, make sure no one ever gets this shit.
That's like her sister, Nomi's sister. She's like a Candy Crush addict, and they happen to have
That's such a
I already
boomer
don't
thing.
like her.
No,
That's such a boomer thing.
They had at Cedar Point a Candy Crush game. It was Candy Crush, but it's like gigantic. She literally raped that machine, bro. That fucking thing was spit out like 10,000 tickets because she literally hit the high score of the high score of the high score. I was like, oh
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Them stupid talents that certain people have for certain things.
Like me and disappointed women. I gotta pee real quick. Also, I gotta run to the liquor store. I gotta get myself another pack of cigarettes and a six pack.
We can wrap it. It's fine.
No. Let me just take a pee real quick. I'll go before it gets too dark and cold. But I'm
gonna order a drink. I'm just gonna have something delivered here and then
at
probably
the
hop on
bar?
Fortnite. No, I'm at home, but I can order it to my house.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Hey, man.
I was
It might
starting
be a
paint.
democratic state, but we got some perks.
Well, no, I was gonna say I was planning on starting to paint the ceiling today, but I guess since I did all the shopping, I could probably just reserve that for tomorrow morning and just forgo painting today and then just hop on Fortnite too. I'm really interested in getting the area above me painted at least because at that point I can bring up my drum set because I've discovered that you can play Fortnite Festival with an electronic drum kit. And I really want to try that. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, I saw somebody doing that on TikTok the other day.
Yeah, this one dude does it that I really like his lives. He's hilarious. He like yells
I got
for
I got mine in the other. I'd have to find mine. It's in the other room though. It's like buried in boxes.
Yeah, but I'm gonna as soon as I get this area right here at least. I don't have to do a lot. I mean, it's probably like a half hour to hour and a half worth of work above me because I can't go too far that way because I'm gonna replace the fan. So I'm not gonna paint near the fan right away. I'm gonna wait till I get the new fan and then that day, like that morning, I'll take that fan down, paint underneath because it's gonna be a smaller base than what we have now.
Yeah. All right, so you're gonna do that and then hop on, or
No, I was saying since we're all getting ready to get on anyway, I think I'm just gonna wait and do that tomorrow. I'm probably gonna do my TikTok for a little bit until things get too out of hand, and then we'll wind up in Chad's bar later on the night. I'm assuming on here.
Yes,
so.
Chad's bar.
But yeah,
what I'm saying is
I'm gonna probably hop on Fortnite as soon as we're done with this, I guess. Well, actually,
Okay.
You know what? I do need to go through Tickfinity and configure a few things because I now have unlimited sound alerts, so I'm gonna set a lot of the low gifts to have sounds. So like that would encourage like more people that like don't necessarily have the money to be like sending big crap. Just send a little like make a lightning sound and shit like that. You know, just something
Wait,
for
wait.
people
Oh,
that
not to
can't
cut.
do a whole lot to feel like they're doing something,
Chad,
worthwhile.
you said you're gonna go to the drink store and you'll be back in 1 minute. What is it? Across the street?
No, I didn't say 1 minute. I said I was gonna go pee. I'll be back in 1 minute. But I said
Oh.
I wanted to go to the liquor store before it gets too fucking cold out because after
Oh.
after 4 o'clock when the sun starts going behind the mountain, it starts getting to the my balls are freezing temperature.
I thought you said it was one. I figured it was like across the street. I was like, that's not healthy.
No, no, actually it is. Like I said, it's a 15-minute walk.
Oh, that ain't too bad.
No, it's really not. And
How
now
many
that the snow's
miles away
melted
is
on the
it?
ground, no, I live right behind the complex. I just have to walk 2 blocks.
Yeah, he lives like if you go behind the complex and then you open up the door next to the dumpster.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
mean,
big box.
No, like literally, like right over here is the theater I was talking about. Like I walk outside,
okay.
I can go into the back of the theater and the whole shopping center right here. Like I'm right behind the shopping center. I think there's just a small little trailer park right in between. So
You gotta be careful walking through those. You might catch yourself a wife.
well, yeah.
What all is over there by the movie theater?
So it's a movie theater, a giant hobby store, which has all the arts and crafts that Nomi likes. Like it's one of those things.
Cool.
It's got
Like Hobby Lobby, sort of, or
like yeah, it's like Hobby Lobby. Except I think it's one of the other brands that are over like on this side of the country. I'll tell you.
All right, so I'll catch you guys when you guys get on. I'm gonna put in an order, use a bathroom, grab a smoke, and then I'll be on Fortnite.
All right, sounds good. So it's called the Joanne Fabric and Crafts.
Joanne?
Joanne Fabric and Crafts store.
Yeah, we have that.
Yeah, it's there's a ranch supply over there, which is basically like whatever farm equipment, things like that, blue collar stuff, and then there's a couple of other stores there, like it's Ulta beauty store in there. There's an Applebee's in the parking lot.
Okay, Ulta. My daughter works at Ulta.
Oh, there's a Japanese steakhouse as well in there. I forgot.
There's a hibachi, bro.
Yep, there's a hibachi place right in there. A tattoo parlor next to the liquor store. Yeah, I don't know. I remember if I mentioned this to you. The liquor store that I'm going to right now. I'll take a picture of it. It's half of it is a casino. There's slot machines all in there.
Oh, so is that legal there?
Yeah, the most freedom shit I've ever seen. It's I've never seen that before. I've never seen casino or slot machines that openly advertise in like any establishments around here. But apparently, there's such a lax of gambling policy around here. Which I mean, like I said, it's like every state that I've been moving to. So from New Jersey, which you had no rights, to Florida, which you had a bunch of rights, and now Wyoming, it's like the Wild West in a way. Still, it's and I think it's advertises that where it's like we don't have those problems. Like there's no real laws and bullshit. It's like whatever. Like the taxi driver on the way from the airport to my apartment was like, yeah, you see all these mountains over here. People just go out and they just fucking ATV or whatever. Or if you find like a nice little cove, you could just start shooting in there. It's like wait, so you could just like walk outside and just be free and do whatever you want. He's like, yeah, pretty much. Just don't do anything illegal and you're good. Like. I've never heard of that. Like everything's like, oh, but isn't that owned property? Isn't that like land that's owned by the government or whatever? It's like, no, just fucking go out there, start shooting. Nobody's gonna care. Like if you as long as you're not throwing rounds over a city or whatever, just go to the berm and just start shooting. That's what everybody else does. And like I said, this town is a fucking coal mining thing. Everybody's the 40% of the people working here are in the 40% of the labor force here. Or sorry, I think 60% of the labor force here works in the mines or some kind of industry job, and it's like everybody's blue collar, and it is what it is. But
that's cool.
I mean, everybody I've been talking to over here too has been really nice, like extremely nice. Like some of the nicest people I ever talked to, and they could. I mean, Maybe I blend in a little bit more with the beard and the fucking whatever, but I mean, because it's only a town of 23,000 people. You kind of get recognized like, oh, hey, I haven't seen your face around here. Even into this medium large size town, it's like you're not gonna run in like in Fort Myers where I was living. There was 100,000 people living there. I'm only seeing 20% of the people on my daily commute that I would be in Florida. Like, if you want to put it in that metric. Like, if I go to the shopping center right here, it's 20% of the population that going to this store than there was in Fort Myers for or equivalent. So,
Let me go.
there's no,
Let me go.
yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh, you found more Lego pieces? Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna paint in the morning. I don't. Oh, everybody wants to get 'em.
How's everybody in Rumble doing? Because I know he's still alive in there. Chats. Just remember, I just stream in and stuff as well, mainly on TikTok right now. I'm gonna come back to Rumble. Self plug. I'm gonna self plug myself. That Joe's not here. If you're in the chat and you want to put it in, what state you guys from? Real quick, I just want to know where our viewers and stuff are from. Because I lived in everywhere, basically. Like I said, I visited Boston, lived in Philadelphia for a year, lived in New Jersey. Born and raised in New Jersey. Lived in Florida for 2 years. Now Wyoming.
Did you get your notification or no?
For what?
You haven't probably looked at your phone, I guess.
Oh, let me see. What'd you send? As a text? As what?
It should have. Unless I did it wrong.
No, I didn't get it. Whatever you sent me, I didn't get.
That's not good.
No, it's not. I'm off in 5 minutes because I want to get to the store and back, and I got to shower before I go to the store, so I'm not stinky.
Oh, so you're gonna be a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a minute. I'm gonna be out for till at least 4, or 4 my time, so an hour.
You know what? Then maybe I will paint for a little bit.
There you go. You can paint. Paint,
I'm gonna Bob Ross.
paint me naked. I'll send you a nude. You can paint it. I'll commission you to do that. Put it on my wall right behind me, over here.
I'll make you something.
No, it's all right. I was kidding about that.
No, I have I don't know. You know, that's one of those things that, like, honestly, like, if it's something I feel like would suit you, I would totally send you it.
Thank you, baby.
What?
Thank you, baby.
Did you see it?
No, wait, hold on. I didn't see it. I'm not getting whatever you're sending.
I had to re-download fucking Venmo, but I sent you $20 for the boys.
What? For the boys? All right.
For the boys.
For the boys, I got it. The boys.
Drinks on me tonight.
Thank you, Joe. It's $20. I can afford the top shelf stuff here.
That $20. Now we're going deep tonight.
Now we're going balls deep. Yeah, dude. I will say. Yeah.
I talked to the person that you messaged me about, and he said that he does have those, and he's gonna send them to me. But I think he probably already forgot because he was drunk when I talked to him last night. So.
Yeah, that usually happens.
What's that, babe?
Dog tag.
Oh yeah, his dog tags. I gotta renew the dog license. She just
wait,
but,
a license for your dog?
Yeah, yeah. Well, technically, honestly, I could probably not do it, but
What do you mean a license for your dog? Like for the apartment or for the house?
if you have a dog, you're supposed to have a license for it.
In Ohio?
Mhm.
I've never heard of a dog. That sounds like the most bullshit
It's
they never. That
basically because
I've never heard of that.
if he got out and bit somebody and
Yeah.
didn't have a license, we'd be fucked. But I mean, he doesn't even bark. He wouldn't.
I've never heard of a dog license before in my life.
No.
No.
Not
Is that a
even when
federal
you were in
thing?
Jersey? Did you?
No, I've never. Well, like I
Or
said,
did you never have a dog?
No, I've had dogs, but like I said, it wasn't like, oh, hey, I own the dogs. My parents own the dog, so.
Well,
but
it's not like a license, like an ID, like you're probably thinking.
it's
just
permission
your
to
pet,
own the dog.
basically, yeah. Saying that
That
he's
is
had-
such
Saying
bullshit.
that he's had like his rabies shots and shit.
Oh, that. Okay, yeah, no, that's the. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. I thought you meant like no, you're not allowed to own a dog unless you have this license. No, what you mean is medical, like he got his shots.
Yeah,
he's
but you
neutered.
have to renew it every year, and it's got his name on it and our address.
Okay,
It's
so
like a tag.
maybe that's specifically Ohio. I just know my parents just got the dogs shot and vaccinated, whatever the
But
case
yeah,
is.
no, I was gonna say, I know you kind of like overwhelmed yourself. Now that she could be listening still, but I don't know her. I don't think
Yeah.
so. Know me if you're in chat. Say something. I don't think she does,
No, probably not.
because she just went to go take Joey to work.
Yeah.
If you could, at the very least, and I mean, I know you said like in general, if anyone wanted it, like an animated logo, you were charging like $75 or whatever. If
Yeah.
you could at least make that logo, I know doing a full remix of a song and also creating a video is kind of a daunting task.
Well, no, it's not a daunting tax. It's not. No. Let me clarify. Well, I'll clarify it to you later off stream. But it's not because I don't want to. It's not because I don't want to. It's just right now I have to balance time and budget and things like that.
Trust me, I know, bro.
Yeah.
It's the same for me. We were
Yeah.
in meetings almost 3 days this week. I barely got onto Fortnite before 10 almost every day this week.
Yeah.
It has been just go, 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 go. And like I like taking the time like we had today, and I mean honestly, like we really have some great content from this recording, and I'm gonna cut it up, post it. I actually have a full on interview with Chrissy that I have ready to go. I just haven't posted it yet.
There you go.
About the because she has that brand she pitches to everybody. So yeah,
Mhm.
I interviewed her about that. I have it already ready to go. I just haven't posted it yet. But yeah, I just, for the sake of, like you just said, time and everything else, figured doing this on Rumble, I have people that can watch if they want to watch, but it also allows me then to go back in while I'm at work and like I can mark all that. Like we had a good text section about how to optimize your Fortnite gameplay. That's perfect. You're going to make a great YouTube video. It's going to make a lot of good video for a lot of things. And then we talked about, it just went everywhere. We were talking about random dumb shit. How people.
Well, I do miss
discovered,
these.
you know?
I do miss these, and I wasn't able to go on them because of my living situation. But no, because it's a good unwind. Because Monday through
absolutely.
Friday, you got so much shit, and then it's
Yeah, I
like,
know,
and then it's like Sunday. No, yeah, I don't have to do anything. Like tomorrow, I don't have to do anything. Today, we can just chat and just unwind and talk about shit, and then
Well,
get it off
I
our
had-
chest. And then tomorrow, just do whatever free
I
time.
switched W's podcast to Saturday because Aunt Kat's husband works on Saturday but not Sunday, so
Yeah.
he would basically just be sitting there wondering when she was gonna cook him breakfast while we were talking.
Based.
So she asked me, can we switch it to Saturday? And I said, I don't give a shit. Like, I just want to get like an hour in at some point. And honestly, I mean, I think we probably went 2 or 3 at this point. But
No, it's 3:00. I logged in at like 11:30.
yeah, we've been live for a while. I don't have a timer.
It's the time that's the other problem with these podcasts. The time goes by so quick on them, and you forget what time it is.
Honestly, I don't have a problem with having 3 hours of content to parse through.
Yeah.
The problem is when I was just doing a strictly OBS recording,
Yeah.
I don't have time to come home and sit there and listen to that shit. I
Yeah.
need it to where I'm at work. I can listen
And clip
to
and
it.
highlight. We can put this out there, and
Absolutely.
if people, I like that. I like this concept better.
Yeah.
Doing it live, because at first we were saying, well, we won't do it live, but then I was like, well, we could always do it live on Rumble, because Rumble allows for anything.
Ideally, I wasn't really practicing with it today, but what I'm gonna do is, as we progress, I'm gonna do like, here, I'll start doing it now. I'm gonna do where we go. I'm talking, so I'm in the big spot, and then
Yeah.
You say it. Well, it's like you said, BJ, but I'm gonna try and cut cameras to
I know
make
what
it
you're talking about.
look a little better. So,
Well, there
that's
should be an
something-
automatic thing to do it. I just
I
don't know how.
know how to set that up. Well, actually, I think we have to have it as a community server, which is, I think, ideally what I'm going to do eventually with this is I'm going to make this a community server. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set all the people that are there now as like members. So that way you guys can still see all the channels.
Mm-hmm.
But if we get like, say, like, I don't know who this fire goddess girl is that just followed me on, or no, she subscribed to me on TikTok. She should have access to Discord because that's what it says in my thing. Do I know her? No. But do I want her to see all of our channels? Probably not. So what I'm going to do is for subscribers, they will have a specific role in the community server to where they can only see the channels that I have made available to subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else that's been OG forever will always see all the channels. They will only be able to see the channels because I can set it up the way that Country has Food Talk set up. You go to the waiting room until you're assigned the role. If it's one of our friends, they get full access. If it's just a subscriber we're not sure about, they're only going to be able to see certain channels. So
that community I was with. By the way, I gotta fix this autofocus thing because it keeps setting. I don't know how to fix it. I have to figure that out later. Anyways, that community I was with that played Arma. They have all those features. I was screen sharing some of their Discord. Like they're really in depth.
Well, yeah,
Discords.
I have where I can set roles already.
And then you just have to create channels that are privated unless you're part of that role. That's that's it.
Because what I was thinking at first was it's like if I bring in randoms, like, all right, it's gonna get like crowded in here because even Nomi's like, I don't want all these random people in here, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. I was thinking, well, maybe I should just make a channel just for like. Us.
Well, here's the vein though. A Discord channel is good for offline communication of when you're streaming and who's streaming.
Right.
So you need that to grow part of a platform.
Absolutely, we're gonna need to have the live streaming thread will be open to everyone. General, I'll probably just keep to who's here now. We'll make a sub chat for subs. That'll be that general. And then we'll let them be able to access maybe, I would guess, like photos, videos, clips. That stuff's not a big deal. But I don't know. Any random person. I mean, birthdays really doesn't matter, I guess. Like some of the channels that I don't mind anyone looking at, I feel like our general should stay our general, and anyone that's not necessarily a friend of ours can see stuff other than, like, I don't know, stuff that's just for us. This is
you should have
channel, but at the same time, I want to open it up to the public, but only in so many ways. I don't want them to be able to see.
There should be So there should be 3. So general, which is the welcome page, which is basically like the lobby of it, right?
Well, the
Then
rules. The rules, too.
the rules, the lobby. Hey, this is general chat. Hop in, just say good morning. We're all in here. This is where everybody gets together. Then have one just for subscribers, where it's like, hey, this is a subscriber chat only. So, but the general chat is for anybody. Subscriber chat only, and which obviously people who are in the community, like heads of the community, will just be able to go in. Like heads of the people, like the main people in here, should have access to the entire
and
Discord.
The vast majority of
And-
both of
and
our
then-
subscribers are
Yeah.
people that are already in there. But
Yeah, we're all
I'm-
subscribed to
I'm
each other. We're all
starting
one
to
big
be-
circle jerk.
I'm starting to bring in people that subscribe to me that aren't even in our Discord. So that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying is like I want to make availability for those people, but
Yeah.
only to a certain extent. I don't want them to have full access to all of this.
No, just give them subscriber chat and whatever, post whatever they want. And then just one chat for us, like just for the people, the core group of the people.
We could keep our general the general that it is. They don't have to have access to that.
That's true.
We can do sub chat.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, we should just do 2. Like make sure, hey, this is for subscribers. This is for everybody else.
Right, but
So-
it can be within the same server. We don't have to make another one.
Yeah, no, that's what I
Do
mean.
is assign roles.
Yeah, no, I know that. I'm with you on that. I know how it works.
I'm gonna work on that. Oh fuck! And I gotta work on Tickfinity. Do you want a specific voice? Is there a certain voice that you like from text to speech? I can assign you your own voice.
Give me the Giga Chad type of like ultra based mega
Is there
Giga guy
really
you can
one?
think.
I don't know. If
No,
there
I
is
don't.
one.
I don't know if there is one, but I'm just saying like that would be funny.
Wait, here I can. I mean,
No,
I don't
you
know
don't. You don't have to
if
give me anything specific. I just figured for the meme it would be funny. Anyways, I'm gonna shower, run
Yeah,
to the
you
liquor
gotta go.
store.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
shower,
go,
run to
bye.
this before I freeze my balls off.
Yeah.
Before it gets too cold. It's actually
Yeah,
a
we'll
very
wrap
nice
it up.
42. It's a very nice 42 right now. And
Man,
then I think
I appreciate you guys that are here. I mean, I don't know if you guys followed or not, but we've held a good 9 to 15 people this entire live. And,
yeah, we appreciate it.
I may be live later on tonight if I think about it. If not, Mega Chad, if you're still there, drop your name again. So
Yeah. I'm gonna do a quick plug. On Spotify, I just released a new album. It's a EDM album called Maga King. You can look it up. It's called Maga King. Maga King. Make sure it's the remastered one. There's an old one on there.
You know what? I feel bad because I forgot about that yesterday. I gotta go on there and I'm gonna give you the likes and plays.
Appreciate it. So I released a electric dance music album. It's bumping. It's fun, and people might like it.
Not to keep you too much longer, but are you able to release that on Tidal as well or no?
What do you mean?
The album
On what? On what?
Tidal.
What's that?
It's like Spotify.
There's when they say, "Hey, do you want to distribute it to somewhere?" And there's like 30 options. I think I only selected like Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and maybe I selected that one. I don't know, but I only selected the ones I recognized.
Well, the only reason I asked that is because with the Pioneer DJ software program I have with my turntables,
Yeah,
Spotify doesn't work. It won't
SoundCloud
work.
does.
Will it?
I believe SoundCloud works.
I don't know if I've ever tried that, but I primarily use Tidal.
Let me,
That's
let
the,
let me just Google search.
Jay-Z and them created it. It's a great.
I'm gonna Google it right now. So Tidal Music, right? Tidal.
Tidal. Tidal.
Tidal. Okay, like tidal, like a wave. I
Mhm.
thought it meant tide. Why don't you go look it up right now? Just go to title. Go to title and right now. Just let me know because I have no idea.
Let me. You want me to look it up right now? I can.
Yeah, just look for just type in MAGA King.
That's the whole reason. That's the whole reason why I don't have Spotify Premium anymore. I fucking had Spotify, but then when I bought my Dex, it said no Spotify functionality. You have to either use
Well, probably because of licensing, because you can license music through Tidal, and you can't do it through Spotify.
Well, Tidal has. Well, that's a nice thing too. Is like because we were talking about the other day when I was asking you where you find the stems from. Tidal does have some stems, some acapellas, not the amount that I want. And I am gonna. I honestly, I think I am gonna just bite the bullet and get FL Studios full suite for my PC. Because I want to start doing some remixes.
You can also stem it out through Audacity, just something simple. That's what I did for
Wait. What?
Yeah, if you go to because I had to figure this out for the venue I'm working on in Fortnite. Because I was like, oh, I wanted to EQ out all these things, but the Unreal Engine doesn't have, or the Fortnite Creative does not have the application to do so. So I had to go through Audacity and I filter curved out the low, medium, and high frequencies, and then I could specify that even more to just get drums and bass and all this stuff. And you can just do it manually. It's not automatic, but if you do it manually, though, it's going to sound better. It's not on title. Oh, he's on there?
He is. Yep.
Let me see if I can figure out how to distribute on there.
Yeah, if you can get on there, then I can play it on my deck. So are you saying I can stem this out with Audacity?
You'd have to do it manually.
I mean, if I remind him, he'll remember. He just, like I said, we talked last night, and I think he forgot.
Yeah.
I fucking love this song. I really do. No auto-tune. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he put no work on the vocal, but it sounds... I mean, the instrumentals are great. Hold on. Too loud.
No, and then if you notice, right before...
Joe, it's too loud. Jeez, it blew me out. That's why I didn't want to do it through the phone.
Yeah, the best thing about it, like, I noticed, like, is when he says the actual lyrics, before he says, "Know me, take my breath away," he says, "Know me, spit on me, know me, die for me, know me, kill me," or something. It's like, holy, what the
fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's me when I'm in my emotions.
Here, Joe. Since you openly plugged Hoshi, let me play one of my songs at least for the views.
I got you.
Here, I'll get it.
Oh, you can play it. We got 1 minute left, and then you can play one of yours.
Okay, I'll set it up.
Go ahead.
That's too loud.
Is it really that loud?
Yeah, no, it's peaking.
I'm sorry. I thought you were just being ironic.
No, it was real. Speaking. The instrumentals are fucking fire.
Oh, fantastic. This is the part I was telling you, I love this part. Coming up. Right here.
And you know what the worst? You know what the crazy part is? Not the worst part. The crazy part is I could probably clean up those vocals in like an hour.
I think it's the most profound line of this song. Take my breath away, kill me for your grace. Alright. Let's treat ourselves to a fresh...
Yeah, I'll play it.
The Mega Shade.
I'll play it because I have the high quality.
Hell yeah.
Not through my phone.
Well, that's the Tidal has the high fidelity sound too. Like it actually has a higher quality sound than Spotify.
Yeah. All right. You can still hear me, right?
Yep.
Just quick sound check. You can hear this?
Yep.
Okay. Which one?
Shit, you could fucking play while you. Yeah, you're gonna wait till next week. I was gonna say you could just like literally play your whole album while we.
I'll play. How about this? I'll play 2 songs. I'll play 2 songs. Take 6 minutes.
No, I'm not saying not to do it now. I'm just saying. Like,
No,
later on
I'm talking
when
about
we
time.
go, you
I'm
could
talking
play
about
it
time, man.
when we
I'll play the whole album. We can talk about it, but I just don't have the time right now.
Well, no,
So,
I know. I was saying later tonight, but you wanted to wait till next week to premiere the whole thing.
It's already out on Spotify. People can listen to it. No, the concert venue type of thing is just for visuals and fun.
Oh, okay.
So anybody you can promote it right now.
When we're sitting around later bullshit, you can play it in the background.
Yeah, I'll play. I was streaming it all yesterday. I was just looping it. I'll play 2 songs.
You were live, I forgot.
All right, I'll play 2 songs. I'll play. So this is the track that I tried to get through Spotify editorial, which I think it is, but I'm not 100%. It's just, like I said, it requires listens to get anywhere.
Give me 2 seconds. Let me go grab a
Yeah.
drink real quick, and then we'll start. Sorry, I just want to get up in the middle of your song.
Yeah. All right.
You heard it here first.
So this one is Stars and
He hasn't even
Stripes.
played this on his Rumble channel yet. That's how exclusive this is.
Yeah, no, well, it's been on TikTok and whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna get another one of those.
I can't wait to see what this is gonna look like with the lights.
Oh, it's gonna look so good. You already seen it. Oh yeah. Yeah, as long as you know how to set it up right.
Got the teriyaki ramen. Oh shit! Wait, you have all this on.
Yeah.
I always my Tron character and my Tron machine is
There you go. That'll be good. Remember, there's 2 Magic Kings out there. You may have to make sure that you choose the remastered song. Because unfortunately, it's not letting me delete the old one. It won't let me. So
you uploaded this to TikTok. You uploaded
no,
it all
so
as
it's
audio
through.
files?
So let me explain how it is. So when you work through SoundCloud, so I upload all my songs to SoundCloud. You can, and by the way, on my SoundCloud, Mega Chad, I will be uploading songs ahead of releases to sample and just show people like what I'm working on, what just my raw thoughts and ideas and what I'm putting out there, just so people can listen to and give feedback directly. Then through SoundCloud, you go through a distribution system through their own thing, and they pair it up with partners and like that. So when I go through the distribution, it gives me 30 options, and I could choose what I want.
Hoshi, because he had published his stuff, and then he had to republish it. Or can you pick like 5 more and then do it, or does it take the originals down and then redo it?
No. If you're connecting through SoundCloud and you wanted to republish it into other platforms or other distribution out there, you just have to tell SoundCloud, hey, I already have this song on Spotify. I just want to connect it, and they'll connect it for you.
He fucked it up because when he went back in and put it on Tidal, it took it off Spotify until it went on Tidal.
That also is probably an exclusive like distribution type of thing, maybe, because Tidal and Spotify are kind of whatever. But like I said, from what it sounds like, Tidal is more of an industry professional. Like it's not the consumer end like Spotify is. Tidal is probably more used for industry professionals. So here, I'll play one more song and then I'm gonna run to the store.
Play us out, bro.
So this is the last song on the album. Remember, the album's called Mega King. Just look for the remasters. This is a community favorite. Like everybody who says, "Hey, this is my favorite song." Why is there a pop there? That's not good. It's not supposed to be there.
Sun finally stopped washing me out. She's like, open the blinds. I'm like, why'd you do that?
Yes, I know. I get this beautiful reflection off the mountains here. It's great.
You can still see it.
Yeah. I got a very nice soft light. The snow reflecting off.
That reminds me, I gotta take my blood pressure measure. Thank you, everybody that's here. We are listening to the artist below me, Mega Chad's newest album that just came out this week. It's on Spotify, SoundCloud, everywhere you can find music.
Pretty much everywhere. Mega King, wonderful Mega King.
I just say this has been a really W stream today. I gotta get all done up like Willy Wonka because I teased the Willy Wonka today.
Yes.
It's the Willy Wonka. It's not the Willy Wonka everyone wanted. It's the Willy Wonka everyone deserves. But that's the thing, though. Like we were talking about before. It's like this right here has been so nice. Like
Yeah.
on there, I feel like I gotta be wait. On. You know.
Wait, Joe. This part right here. This will be the last bit. Let this play out.
The United States is in a period of great national decline.
Did you add that?
But fear not, we will make America great again. It will happen.
I love it.
I love that line.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first ever conservative EDM artist.
Magazine available right now on Spotify and all that other crap.
But
All right, W stream, W podcast.
For real, W podcast. Definitely look into getting it on Tidal because that is what most DJs use, as far as I know.
Oh, so I was listening to this because now I actually had time to actually just sit down and just listen to it. I just realized something.
What's that?
This version is the wrong version of that song. It's the wrong version. So I updated it right before the track was distributed, and they never swapped this one out. The good thing is, though, with SoundCloud, if I wanted to fix this and upload the correct version, I could just do it, and then I'll just send it out and update it across all the boards. So,
awesome.
because I recognized it at the beginning there because I was like, there's a pop right as you start the track. There's a pop. I fixed that in the latest version, and I also fixed some of the melody and the other parts in there. So, they uploaded the wrong version, so I'll fix it with them.
It's all good. But we'll sit here forever if we don't bid a farewell to everyone because this has been a really fun podcast today. Love you guys for being here. Everybody go, like I said, give him a follow because there's a good chance I won't remember to even go live on here later. So if he will because he's pretty good with handling his holy waters. Me, on the other hand, not so much. But anyway, you'll be able to see us later on. Definitely on his live, which he is Mega Chad on here. And if I decide to get back on as well, maybe we'll co-stream. Not sure. We'll see what happens. You're muted, by the way, for some reason. I see you talking.
There we go. No, sorry, because I had it still on the OBS. I still had it on OBS.
I see you talking.
Someday, that was muted. All right, I gotta go.
All right, go get some.
GG's.
Some adult water.
Good podcast. Yeah, and I gotta.
GG's, everybody. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. We'll see you again.